Anyone know what's up with her or what?
She's got some family things going on and some other stuff. Um,
Like I
I'm
said,
gonna,
I could probably get it out of her, but I haven't actually bothered trying.
yeah, yeah, I'm gonna probably talk with her at some point. But let me get some music keyed
I
up.
mean, I hope she's like not getting bored of this or whatever. Like just
Um, I don't think so, but
I think she's specifically getting bored of game, I think was what she said.
Being what?
Getting bored of game.
Mm.
Not the game, the person.
Don't worry, you having to explain it just ruined that little bit of a joke.
all right. So last time you guys managed to escape the Kuotoa caves, absolutely murdered the last one remaining, with thanks to Core using a nat 20 guiding bolt.
Oh, nice.
I mean, he was stupid enough not only to not secure us with actually good iron, but then he was even doubly stupid to leave us with our weapons. I mean, for that amount of stupidity, he deserves to be killed. Not to mention,
pretty sure
Gut
they
did
did try talking with him, and he's like, no. He went straight for the weapon. So like, okay, time to die.
Yep. I believe after that, you guys managed to find the other guild members and all the pets and the ships. And you guys camped out. Leo had a vision of his adopted father.
Oh, Leo had lore last time.
Leo had lore.
Wow.
And as well, Farina had her familiar come back with a message and had some lore dropped on her as well. You guys took flight and you continued through the Ghost Eye Archipelago, which you guys had some experiences with ghost ships. And then you guys managed to reach Mechanus, getting your pay for the job, as well as stopping by a shop known as Trinkets and Trumpets. And then you ran into Core's dad, Frank Flask. And he invited you all to come stay at his house. So you guys get to go meet Core. You get to see Core's home. Or his birthplace, at least.
How many times do I have to explain it? Warforged do not have fathers.
His little baby's room.
Just to kind of describe the city for Kevin, since he missed last time. Mechanus is this large disc-shaped city that floats in the sky. It is completely made of metal. There is steam and exhaust everywhere. There are all sorts of warforged gnomes and dwarves. There are these smaller robotic creatures called autognomes. And there are other constructs. There are all these metal buildings. And there's even a steam engine, a train that seems to just be running around the city, around its circumference.
Okay.
What
you're saying is it's flat like the Earth.
Oh right. No!
Wait, it's just flat. It's just that's what you mean. I'm confused.
To be fair, the Earth that we're on, do we know?
Let's roll a nature check. I mean, if you want to roll a nature check to determine if the what shape the Earth is, or this Earth is.
Bad nature.
Oof.
Wait, hold on. Wait, where's my nature? Where's my nature?
Underneath medicine and above perception.
I think it was 7. Core just kind of understood, or only knows really what the general consensus is. and since it probably doesn't affect him, doesn't care.
According to me, I'm saying it's flat.
The goddess
Leo and
says
Core, you're not sure.
the goddess says the earth is round.
Yeah,
Gotta don't know shit.
Farina would know that based on the way horizons work, it has to be spherical. It's the only way that could actually work.
I rolled a 22, Kev.
No, she.
Yeah, but you believe, and you know this. I'm telling you, that's what you would get, but you
Because you know
have
it
chosen.
just because you know that it is doesn't mean that you necessarily have to believe it is, or
Oh, yeah, I know.
even just simply speak that it is.
That's what I'm saying. You believe it to be flat, apparently. I'm not gonna have an argument with you about this because I'm gonna get mad. But yeah, but also, Sachi, you do see Core's father, who is this
Papa
dwarf.
Core!
He's this dwarven fellow. He has a bunch of flasks on his belt, and he's wearing this apron that appears to have some stains from booze. Like he smells like booze. It is very pungent, and he is definitely drunk. And he has a bald head, and he has like this reddish beard that is tied up in braids, and he kind of has the sides of his head with hair that are also tied with various braids. And he's got some goggles hanging around his neck. And he's just currently hugging on to Core. It's good to see you, son.
You have your father's eyes, Core.
We've been
Maybe
over this
it
how
was
many
I.
times, Creator. I am not your son.
When'd you get that eye? I didn't install that.
I installed it myself. I have become quite the competent creator as well.
Freaky, that's what it is.
Boy, that's a deception check. But well, and actually, yeah, I'm gonna have him roll insight with disadvantage.
Me?
Your dad is gonna insight you, and that's I guess that's not technically a lie. It's not technically the full truth, but that you installed it yourself.
Yeah, I wasn't necessarily lying. I mean, I took the potion, I installed it.
Oh,
and especially when it comes to core, it's like, there has been an addition to me. It has been installed.
Well, don't worry about rolling. He got a nat 1.
Oh god.
That is literally the first roll I've made tonight, and I got a nat 1. This is gonna be an interesting
Hope that's
session.
promising, you know?
There's no fights planned unless you guys cause them, so.
Papa Core, can I ask you a question?
Oh, sure, lassie.
Do you have any baby pictures of Core when he was a little babe, a little like nuts and bolts?
Oh, I have tons of them.
Can I see them?
Of course, come on.
Ah!
And he starts kind of walking down the road, kind of going back and forth, bobbing and weaving, running into people. And Corey, I'll say you realize this. He's going the wrong way. He's going the wrong way.
I don't care.
I want to ask Core. Leo has decided to be friendlier to people. As a friendly gesture to you, would you like to kill your father?
As much as first of all, I will say it again. I do not have a father. Second of all, if you're talking about my creator, no. As much as I hate him, I do not wish death upon him. Okay. Someday he might still be able to upgrade me.
Then my friendly gesture will be to not kill him. Okay.
I will keep your offer. And how do you How do you meatbag say it? In my back pocket.
You don't have pockets, silly goose.
Is that not an expression you meatbag say? I will have to research this more.
I mean, does Sachi have pockets?
Tiny, tiny little pockets that can't hold anything.
That's what bags of holding are for.
Yeah, I have a backpack or something.
Yeah. I think Farina is the only one that doesn't have a bag of holding. Now that I think about it. No, wait.
Okay.
You might have a
Cool.
bag of holding. I think you might. I think you all purchased bags of holding.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you made them so cheap.
Fair, very fair. So long as you don't put one inside of another, we're fine.
Oh. Interesting enough, I actually remember that. I think I remember that bag of holdings. They don't really have much of an issue when you put them inside of each other. It's when you put a portable hole inside of a portable hole that it rips a tear into reality.
Oh, that's nice.
They changed it in 5e that if you put a bag of holding in another bag of holding,
Okay,
that
so
will-
now it is just simply
any extra dimensional space put in another.
blast. Oh well,
Actually,
that's
I'm
always.
not sure if I do have a bag. Not seen.
I can't remember if you you were the one that I wasn't sure of. I know the rest of them did because they all personalized them.
Mr. Bubbles.
Guess I did.
Well, if I did, I don't have it. But again, it's not that important to me.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think you purchased one. I
Yeah,
know
I'll
the
get
rest of
one
them did. Because I know May did. I know Leo has his pizza box.
If we really need it, we'll just hand some stuff over to these guys.
But between all of us, we have tons of space. I don't think we have any carrying issues.
But eventually, Core, like your father, Frank Flask, walks back and is like, "Oh right, I live this way," and he starts going in the right direction.
Your father's so cool, Core. I wish I had a cool dad like you.
How many times must this one say it again? A Warforged has no parents. This
We're very lucky to know your father.
Consider it like father in like religious terms. Like he's not your strict father. He's your creator. Yeah, there you go.
There's some obsession with meatbags and identifying with a father.
Temple, we do not have parents. You are parents.
It raises a few different questions that I'm not actually sure about as the DM, but I'm just gonna roll past it. Let you guys do it organically.
Very
What did
well.
he say?
Follow the
Oh.
drunken.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just you can say what you're gonna say.
I was gonna say I don't actually know if Sachi and Farina have parents.
Well, you
They're
think
living beings. They obviously do.
I didn't respond asexually. I believe in my lore I did mention my parents.
You did mention. Oh, that's right. Okay? I'm remembering something right now that I'm not gonna say out loud yet. But yeah,
mean,
Core, you're
the-
following you're following your creator.
I mean, my temple is like a cult sort of thing, right? So like they
Yeah,
would be either orphans or
yeah. That's how
children
I was.
just left over there.
That's all I was seeing. It's like, he has a father, or she has a father, but she has never met him. So.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you all start to follow Frank down the road.
If you'll follow the drunken dwarf for myself, I can show you to his residence.
I just follow by scent.
Okay, roll a perception check. As you follow your nose.
Eh,
11. You smell
Oh.
oil.
Fair enough.
Like the air is very pungent with the smell of oil and steam and smoke. The air is probably even though you guys are high up in the air, it is probably it's definitely not as clean as the air was around Novastone, just because of all the machines around here.
Those dirty machines. I hate them all. Except for you,
Can I-
Cord.
Cord, how do you react to this revelation?
This casual racism.
I think that is actually racist. And I thought Leah was bad with the small people.
Honestly, I don't really know exactly how to. No, I think my perception is relatively good on this character. Yes.
It is. Eventually you guys
I
you
have just
continue
come to
on.
expect it. I'll just put it
Yeah.
that way.
Fair. Eventually you guys reach this kind of it's 3 stories tall, but it's definitely kind of a thinner location. You get the feeling, Core, you would know that the buildings, because they have limited space, buildings are built up more than they are built with. So, not very wide, but taller. And it's all metal. It is all metal to, as well as maybe some brickwork to keep things insulated. And he kind of pulls out his keys, goes through a few of them, drops the key ring, picks it up. My bad. And eventually manages to open the door. And it smells oddly like booze, but also gingerbread.
Ooh, I love gingerbread.
And as you guys walk inside, you see kind of just this small kind of living area combined with the kitchen area, like a little kitchenette. You see some various tools stranded about. You see various bottles of booze, empty booze, some half filled. Looks like the dishes have not, like his dishes have not been cleaned in a little while. And Core, you know that he was always really messy.
Mhm.
He did not clean up very often. Honestly, you were the one that had to clean up after him.
Until I bought and or created for him one of those little gnomes or whatever to do it for me.
Yeah,
As for whether it still is operating around here is beyond my knowledge.
as you say that, you see a little kind of a badger-looking robot kind of wheel up. Hello, Core. It is I, Badger, your cleaning service.
Does Core's father consider Badger his grandson?
Yeah, I'm the luckiest grandpa in the world.
Cord, I didn't know you were a father.
I have created many things in my few years, or even with my few years on this planet. Badger, you seem to have been lacking on your duties. Do I have to fix you?
I am sorry, Core, but unfortunately, your father is making too many messes for me to keep up with.
No way to speak to your father, young man. You should respect Cord.
No, I have to reprogram you in the first place. It looks like we're going to be doing reprogramming anyways. I've been through this how many times today? I need to let off some steam.
Literally let off some steam. Just like you open this ventilation thing.
I'll grab Badger by the tail and bring him off to whatever, probably my creator's workbench, since I have more than enough experience using that.
Yeah, there are a set of stairs that go up. The second floor is the work area, and the third floor is where various bedding areas are. As you guys kind of go upstairs, you see. Actually, no. Switch that around. The work area would be in the third floor because exhaust. As you guys go up to the second floor, you see a bunch of different bunk beds. Core, you would know this was where Frank had his own family at some point, but unfortunately, a number of them have passed away in the years. You remember he had a wife at one point. He had a few children. Some of the children have moved out. His wife passed away a number of years ago. And at this point, it's kind of just him. But you do see on the wall, you all see various pictures of him and various other dwarves, as well as him and various Warforged, including Core. There is one picture that's framed that appears to be just a singular bolt. And he tugs on you, Sachi, and goes, "This is Core when he was just a bolt."
Oh, he's so cute. God, Core, you're adorable.
I'm already upstairs making adjustments to Badger.
Yeah, you go upstairs, Core, and surprisingly enough, like, the workspace is probably the one space that is actually clean. Yeah. Compared to the rest of the house.
Would surprise me, considering that for almost every artisan, they want the area that they actually will use to be usable and all that.
Yeah, you see a forge. He has his own magical forge that he uses to create items as well as different constructs and warforged. You see the workbench. You see just all sorts of swords that he has created, pieces of armor, stuff like that. And I'm assuming you just start getting to work on Badger. Yep.
We need to remove the word father from his vocabulary.
No, I don't think you should touch there. Ow! 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 That does not feel good, Core. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Now, who installed paint circuits into you? I don't remember doing that. I'll say as I just keep going at it. Because remember, like I said, Core does actually technically is kind of racist. Because he doesn't really see it as racism. He just sees like the non-warforged mechanical things just as not creatures. They're actually just machines.
Yeah.
So.
I would say make a smith's tool set check. Okay. Yeah. You managed to. It doesn't take long to make the repairs. Considering you made Badger, he's pretty well put together. It's just there are a few things that he needed to get fixed up.
And apparently a few pieces were adjusted since I last saw him.
You do notice that your father's handiwork, your creator's handiwork, rather, was probably in there, and that's probably why the wording changed there. Greetings, Core. Welcome back to the home of your creator.
Better. Now go back and do what you're supposed to do.
Bloop, bloop. Right away. And he starts heading off to go clean.
Sometimes you gotta be tough on them, Core. I get it. I understand.
You're not even up here. You're still down there fawning over my creator. Or should I say, or not really fawning over him, I should say. My creator is showing you a bolt and saying it's from me.
I will say, one thing about the bunk beds is a lot of them are pretty much all of them are dwarf-sized. So, even Sachi... Well, actually, dwarves are medium-sized, so I think, like, Sachi and Farina, you guys shouldn't have any problem sleeping there.
Well, dwarfs... The reason why dwarves are considered medium-sized is because they're bulky. So the beds would be short, kind of on the shorter side lengthwise, but they'd be well-constructed to actually carry a normal size, or normal weight human, if not just a little bit above normal weight.
Yeah, so you two should be alright, because they probably have some width as well. Leo, you're not quite sure if you're going to fit on any of these beds.
I just sleep in my shell. It's comfy.
Yep. You do notice there is one bed that is built like a train. It's a little train bed, and it does appear to be the size of Core. Yes, Core. Yes, Matt. I've given Core a race car bed.
I don't even sleep in a bed. I don't remember this being here.
Made it while you were gone.
Obviously.
You have a very nice bed.
Tell me, creator, what caused you to create a bed for a thing that does not sleep?
Well, I thought you'd be more comfortable if you took your time off laying in the bed.
What a
Creator,
smart
you
man
seem
he is.
Creator, this is part of the reason why I left in the first place. You were trying to use me as a substitute for your children again, aren't you?
Well, you are my child.
Yeah.
Papa Flask
I am
Core
not your
appreciates
child. I am
everything you've
not-
done to the bed that you've made.
Of course,
not your
a very
I
thankful
am not your
child.
child, man. I am not your child, Creator. I am your creation.
Or I brought you into this world and I can take you out. I still know where the kill switch is.
I uninstalled. That was the first thing I uninstalled of your handiwork when I left.
Surely that's some sort of check. Go for it. Evan, give him a check.
I don't know what that would be. I guess.
I have made I will completely admit that you are a master warforged smith, but I was able to pick up many of your sorry. I was able to pick up many of your tools and practices and understand my own creation more than you might expect. I have tinkered with myself many times over the years.
Rose Core.
Man, you're just. You're right. You're right. You're not a little kid anymore, Core.
I was never little, sir.
You were that bolt right there. He points at the picture.
That is merely a bolt that was taken off of me that was merely a temporary bolt that was taken off of me during the processing.
It was the first bolt I used, sir.
Aww.
Well, anyway, do any of you need anything to eat? What do I have, actually? I gotta go look. I have booze, though. I got plenty of that.
Do you have prosciutto?
I might have some of that. Wait a minute. Are you of legal age?
Of course. Oh, you're kidding me? I'm old. I'm so old.
Roll a deception check. 'Cause aren't you 16?
Well, I don't remember what my age is actually.
That is a good question.
Well, not to mention the modern drinking age and is probably not enforced here.
Yeah,
I mean, they might not have little kids drink, but
Nor do I think Core's dad is going to be very stringent on the rules.
Yeah, I was gonna
Papa
say.
Flask, when did Core have his first beard? How old was he?
Well, I was gonna say. I think your 26 is gonna be his 8.
Yeah.
Maybe you just look young for your age.
Thank you. I moisturize with the blood of my enemies.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Hey,
All
back
right,
up, brother. I'm taken already.
No, I meant the blood.
Oh, yeah. That's
Like blood moisturizer. I can put that on
Oh,
legs.
yeah.
And he starts heading downstairs. And you just hear various different like cartoon sounds, including like just like the old cartoon sounds from like Scooby-Doo, where it's just like random different sounds.
Are we hearing the scream from Tom and Jerry whenever he gets like hit with like a brick or something?
Yes. Yes, obviously. All right. So, what are you guys doing?
I'm just looking at Core's baby pics and how cute he was as a child. And how everything went wrong.
Yes, there's my arm when it was completed. There's my left, then there's my right arm, and there's my leg. And if you look down for the pictures, you'll eventually see him attaching them to me. Why he's putting so much effort into just pictures of me and not the 40 other Warforged he's created is beyond me.
But don't you think he has some sort of connection with you, Core?
My creator has the bad habit of creating Warforged in order to fill the void that he apparently feels the fact that his children have gone off on their own.
What's so wrong about that, though? You know, he is your creator, and he does have, and he did bring you into this life. Is it so bad that he feels some sort of connection with you, even if it's because he misses his original family?
Why he does not just simply visit his original family is beyond me. One of them,
One
of them actually lives just 1 mile down the road.
That's so far away. He would die on the trip.
If only he would.
I think your father is
Core,
very.
we can still kill him.
As I said, we can talk about that later, but at the moment it is not necessary.
He wants to be with his wife, and he won't be an alcoholic when he's dead.
I'd like to believe heaven has alcohol.
Talking, you guys do hear a knock at the door.
Who goes there? Show thyself.
Does one of you go downstairs?
Yeah, I'll go, I guess.
I'll go. I'll save us all.
All right, you open the door and you see definitely younger than Frank, but another dwarf. This one a woman with similar colored red hair, a little bit of stubble actually. Wearing just kind of like work apron and stuff.
Do female dwarves have beards in this universe?
So female dwarves can grow beards in D&D lore.
Okay, just keep it.
Like not even my lore. This is just D&D lore. They can.
Yeah, not just okay.
I think it came from Lord of the Rings because there's a
Yeah,
joke.
exactly.
Um,
I mean that's where all fantasy comes from. But...
Yeah. Hi.
You.
Is
You.
hi.
What do you
Is my
want?
father here?
Your
drunk-
father?
A really drunk guy who builds machines and calls them his children?
Oh, sounds familiar. Is his
yes,
name?
he's here.
Hey!
Good evening, Master Lacus. Yes, your father is here.
You say Master Lacus?
I just made up a name.
I mean, I'll go with it.
Fine.
Hey, Core. It's been a while.
Yes. Your father has been back to his old methods.
I had a feeling. I've been checking on him every so often.
Wait,
I don't know why he doesn't come visit us. My family is literally down the road.
Wait, so
That's
Frank?
That's what I just told my companions.
Frank
Dad,
Flask
are you
is your
causing
father?
trouble again? Yeah, that's my dad. He's my dad.
And that's Core's dad too? Are you sisters and brothers?
I mean, he considers us that at least.
So cute.
I apologize for my companion. She is unable to understand many things.
gonna ask, who are these people?
Your father saw us in the road after a certain mission and drag us here to, I assume, entertain us. But I get the feeling he might also need to pay for some, or might also be needing extra booze. As I look around all the kegs, so I get the feeling this isn't the first time he's done it as of late.
Yeah, we've been meaning to get him off the sauce, as it were. It's been getting worse lately.
If he can drink and still do his job, let him drink.
Well, it's good to see you back, at least. I'm glad you made it safely.
See you too.
Yes, it's nice to see you again as well, Master Lacus. I hope things are going well for you.
Well, my kids are honestly just as much trouble as my father, so. But, if you want to come by and visit them, feel free to do so. Dad, I'm getting you some actual food. What do you want? Bacon! All right, I'll add bacon to the list, along with vegetables and non-beer related beverages. Is there anything I can get you guys? I'm assuming you're going to stay with for at least a little bit.
And are you able to give me a charcuterie board?
Charcuterie.
And see what I can do.
Charcuterie board.
Just fruit.
I think I can find something like that, at least.
Charcuterie board.
Yes, I heard you the first time. And the second.
As I said, my current companions are on the odd side.
I can see that. I will say, I forgot to mention, May kind of just went ahead and took a nap. That is what she is doing right now.
Been very sleepy recently.
Yay for quick NPC mode.
I will go pick up some stuff. Just keep an eye on my dad. Make sure he doesn't get in any more trouble again. We don't want another jockstrap incident.
Yes, I agree.
I got the reference, Gavin.
And she kind of she heads out. And then you see your dad. I found cheese. Does anybody want some cheese? It's Limburger.
Limburger. Can't say I've had that kind.
It smells.
I reach up behind my head, open up a little panel, turn a switch to off. Much better.
Yeah, it is really pungent. Like, cheese is already pretty pungent as it is. This is cheese that probably became cheese again.
Oh, cheese squared. Yeah, I'll take a piece. I guess.
All right, here you go. And it gives you a piece, and notably, it seems like it's turning into blue cheese.
Oh, I love blue cheese.
You eat it?
Yeah.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Immediately Sachi throws up. It tastes like ash in your mouth.
Why did you do this to me, Papa Core?
Oh, is it really that bad?
It's so good! Where did you get this cheese from? I must know your recipe.
Oh, well, you see, you buy cheese, and then you don't eat it for 10 years.
Oh, 10 years, wow.
Notably, in Corwin, though, this dwarves have resistance against poison.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm
Um,
dying, but I think that's part of the experience.
you now have the poisoned condition, by the way,
Okay.
Sachi.
What does that entail exactly?
I need to look that up
Disadvantage on a
actually.
couple. Disadvantage on a few rolls.
Let me look it up. You just have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Oh, perfect. We're not battling things today.
Yeah, but
Unless
that
you
also
guys
means we'll
pause it.
probably be heading off to the bathroom quite often.
As you
Creator,
say
how many
that.
times must I remind you? The constitution of dwarves is exceptional compared to that of other races. Many won't be able to tolerate or let's just go with tolerate your taste preferences.
I was forget about that. Well, and he takes a large piece and just hucks it down his throat in one bite. Oh, that's so good. All right, well, I'm gonna go take a nap. Let me know if you need anything. Good night, son. And he heads upstairs.
Oh.
What are you guys doing?
Well, I'm currently on death's doorstep, but other than that, I'm okay. I'm vibing.
The lavatory is off. The lavatory is off in the general direction that I am pointing to at this moment.
I will definitely be going in that direction.
So, you do hear just like the sounds of various steam. Like it's kind of this ambiance of steam related machinery about. You can kind of the house kind of shakes a little bit actually as what you assume is the large steam engine just kind of zooms by above you all.
Been a while since I've been in the city. I am quite glad that I don't actually need to sleep, unlike the meat bags around me. This seems like a very hard thing to sleep with. I'll say that out loud. I'll say that out loud, kind of looking up into the sky, look down at them. I wish you the best of luck. I don't understand how my creator is able to sleep, but I'm sure you'll find a way. Wait,
Yes.
I do know how. He goes to bed half drunk or completely drunk every single night. I will then motion to the stacks of kegs. You are welcome to try the same process if you want. Although I cannot guarantee the success of your liver for purifying these alcohols.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
You can. The house shakes even more because of his snoring. You remember, Core, that your creator has sleep apnea. Very severe sleep apnea.
And that's why one of the first things I installed in myself is the ability to turn on and off my hearing.
It's gonna be a long night.
It is still. It's probably early afternoon at this point because you guys got there pretty early in the day.
Well,
So-
in that case, I'd be probably heading off to. There's still a few other things that's. Let's see. I ordered the mahogany. It won't be here for a little while. See about crafting the crystals and purple lights. I'd probably be doing that tonight. Ah, yes. Look for the pearls of speech. So I'd be heading off to various stores to see if I can't find one of those.
Does anybody want to go with him?
I want to find a good stone worker or stone maker or something like that. So, yes.
I would like to find an a remedy for my upset stomach.
Okay. So,
Ironically, the person in our group that would most likely be able to answer that is currently asleep. Also, or just simply in NPC mode.
What if I could just get one more bite of that cheese? I bet it would make me feel better.
let me look something up. I need to know if lesser restoration actually gets rid of that. Oh, it does. Okay. We'll say you managed to wake May up for a moment, Sachi.
Help
What?
me! Help me!
What did you fight now?
I have a tummy ache.
Oh my goodness. If I heal you, will you let me sleep?
Most likely,
No.
yes.
No.
She puts a finger on your forehead and casts lesser restoration. You feel instantly better.
Oh, wow. Thanks, I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Have fun.
I'm gonna go eat some more cheese.
Uh,
No, actually, Maze are actually probably. Wait a minute. Cheese?
yeah, she's just like, huh? Whatever. And she goes right back to
Yeah,
sleep.
do you really want to eat
I
all
mean,
the cheese?
technically, I could also cast Lesser Restoration, but I'm not
You
that
have
nice.
it prepared?
No, but I'm just simply not that nice.
All right, so I'm assuming Farina, you decide to go with them.
Yeah, nothing else. Yes.
All right, so you guys start heading out.
Yeah, it's either you come with us or you stay in the house and listen to my creator snore away for how many hours before he wakes up and starts at the booze again. And then right afterward probably goes and starts creating things. Odd things.
So as you guys start walking out, you see a few different places of note. One place is a well-known bar and tavern known as the Oil Keg. It's this large barrel-shaped building that Core serves both constructs and humanoids with a selection of beers and oils.
That's
There's
some nice
also
stuff.
There's also a place known as the Boiling Point. It is a day spa with artificial hot springs where you can go through different treatments such as facials, mud baths, and massages. There is a shop known as Screw Loose. It is a joke shop. You also know of that train that was going around the city. It is known as the Steel Beacon. It is a steam engine / restaurant that runs throughout the city, and it allows the passengers to see the sights of the city while enjoying the fine dining. And you also know there is a guild hall as well here, similar to how Griffin Blade is located in Nova Stone. This capital city also has its own guild.
A different guild.
Yep, a different guild.
And what would be our status with this guild? Like, would we be welcome? Would we be?
Roll. I would say Core. Roll me a history check.
Roger that. History. I'm okay with that.
Typically the guilds have a pretty friendly relationship. You don't think there's going to be any trouble if you, as members of a different guild, go in there.
Good to know. Good to know.
Especially
You remember-
especially considering it's not like an inner or a city or like two guilds in the same city type situation.
Yeah, it is a different guild. Core. It's called Iron Ogre.
Iron Ogre.
What was the name of our guilds back in the other place?
Griffin Blade.
Blade. Are we inside the location now?
No, they are some distance away. They're not in the shopping area.
Okay.
But Leo, you do manage to find a place where there appears to be a turtle,
Yes.
this large turtle person working on various stone pieces. He appears to be a stonemason.
Awesome sauce. And he's a turtle, so I know good work will be done.
Hello. Can I be of assistance to you?
Why do you speak like that?
What do you mean?
Why are you speaking like a nincompoop?
I sound like a nincompoop?
Like a bloody nincompoop. That's what you sound like.
This is just the way I talk.
Oh, okay. Well, carry on then.
Anyway, can I help you all? My name is Ark.
Yes, I want a custom piece made. Can you do that?
Oh, sure. What can I make for you?
I have a significant amount of stone fish, and a flying lion, and a couple birds. I want you to fashion that all together into like a little chair throne, or something that I can put on my ship.
Okay, I can do that. I think I could do that for about 10 gold.
Come on. That fucking point.
Alright. 10 gold sold. How long will it take?
It's
We'll
getting
take,
more extreme as you keep going.
it will probably take about, I could probably get it done in about 3 days.
Okay, when it's done, just put it on our ship in the captain's quarters, and we'll figure it out from there.
Put it
Okay.
on my tab.
It's 10 gold. I already paid him. There's no tab.
Which ship is yours?
I don't remember what we named it. What did we name it?
I don't think you named it.
We did.
The Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria.
We need to go and re-register it. I remember that, but
We'll let you know before it's done.
Okay. Well, I will get onto that. Could you supply me with the stone fishies?
Yes, and I'll just take them all out of my pizza box here.
Yep, you just start placing. You guys, and I don't know if all of you knew how many stone animals that Leo had made. So you guys just start seeing him pulling out stone animal after stone animal.
It's like a really corrupted version of like the Ark, where he just has 2 of each animal.
How many did you have, out of curiosity?
He doesn't know.
At least 15 various fish. 15,
Jesus.
16 different fish, a seagull, and a flying lion.
All right, you hand him all that. All right, I shall make your throne of fish.
Just make the lion the centerpiece though. That has to be like the biggest detail.
Gotcha. So, out of game, is this supposed to be like a Game of Thrones-esque chair, but made of stone animals?
No, I just decided that was what I wanted to do with them at some point.
I was concerned. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were just gonna start throwing them at people.
I debated that too, but that seemed too obvious.
Okay. So you got that taken care of. Sachi feels better. Core, you wanted to find those pearls of speech.
Oh, I forgot one thing. Can we go back 1 second?
Oh yeah, sure.
I also have the pound of light crystals. I wanted to incorporate them into the chair as well.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Right,
Thank
awesome.
you very much.
Yes.
You're gonna have the glowing Game of Thrones chair of animals.
yeah, or like where the swords are coming out of the back, he just has a fan of fishes in there. He has a couple lions at the armrest. He has.
So Core wanted to find those pearls of speech. So, asking about, you do figure out that probably the best place to go is the first place you guys actually went to, which was Trinkets and Tonkin.
What is the pearls of speech, by the way?
So, they're not in 5e, but Matt suggested them to me. Basically, pearls of speech allow you to, if I recall correctly, Matt, you told me they basically allow you to speak a new language.
Oh.
So what it is, they take the magic item slot that they would take up in 3.5 would be the face or mouth. and it's so this one probably wouldn't be attunement, but you can still only have one of them at a time. You
Right.
stick it into your mouth, it absorbs into your tongue, and allows you to speak and understand verbally one language that is specific to that pearl.
Cool.
They were actually surprisingly inexpensive, but yeah, the slight issue with them is they don't understand, or they don't allow you to understand written text. But
Right. So you head back to Trinkets and Tronkets and this building with various wares everywhere, and you see kind of for Sachi's sake, since she wasn't here last time, you see two constructs that are sitting at the register area. You see this large bronze warforged with one large red eye, and you see this small, what looks like a tea kettle with spider legs and one large blue eye.
Wow, I hate that.
Hello, welcome to Trinkets and Tronkets. How can I be of assistance to you? And this is the
I'm-
tea kettle called. This is the tea kettle. My name is Kettle. How can I be of assistance to you?
My name is Sochi.
Hello, Sachi.
I will not even take notice of the kettle, and I will only face and talk to the fellow warforged.
Yeah,
Would you have-
if you
Would you?
his name is Girder.
Kurt, that's right.
Good Warforged name.
And of course,
can I be of assistance to you?
Carter, I am looking. What? Good afternoon, Carter. Again, I am looking for pearls of speech. Would you happen to have any in stock?
I believe we have some in the back. 1 second, please. He heads back to the back. And the floor, you can just feel the floor shaking. This is a particularly big and probably very heavy Warforged.
Possibly also an older model.
Yeah.
You know, last time I think I got an a item at this place, but
She
we
did.
didn't add it.
I thought I did.
It was like a gauntlet that shot.
Yeah, it's a
Ooh.
gauntlet of daggers, if I recall correctly.
I'll have to
I
start
thought-
figuring. I also have to start figuring out like little
I could've
magic
sworn I
items to
added
grab in the
it.
meantime.
I'll add it.
Could add it in the weapons section. Axe and spellcraft.
Let me see.
I mean, it's not there, but
Yeah, I'm trying to find the bracer of flying daggers. That's what it was called. Let me add that for you. I thought I did, but I guess it didn't take. Okay, I have added it. It is on your inventory. Eventually Girder comes back. And he has this whole box full of these multicolored pearls. What language are you looking for?
I'm looking for one in Draconic at the moment.
Understood. And he goes through, takes one out, takes another out, takes another out, going through them one by one. This is Elvish. This is Primordial. This is Blink Dog. This
Blink
is
Dog?
Yeti.
Did I hear Blink Dog?
Yes.
I have
This
one of those.
Yes, this pearl allows you to speak the Blink Dog language.
Yeah, oh, you know what, but like, you know, what if I I learn to speak Blink Dog, and then my Blink Dog's like super racist, and that kind of ruins it, you know? Yeah, I'll pass. I'm not willing to take that kind of risk.
And eventually he pulls one out. Draconic. That will be 5 gold.
I will happily pay 5 gold.
And he hands you the pearl.
I shall install it immediately.
Which. Do you have a mouth?
No, but I'll just kind of. It's still magical, so just kind of insert it into my voice unit, and
Smash it against his face.
because I mean it absorbs it when you or for the original version, it's like you stick it on your tongue, you say a command word, and then it magically absorbs into your tongue.
Well, now I'm wondering, how have you been drinking beer if you don't have a mouth?
I'm sure. Yeah, good point. I have to have a mouth for that.
Or you open up your chest and just pour it down.
Oh, well, see, that's. Have you ever seen Futurama?
No,
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen Metora.
See, I was thinking like Bender, the way he drinks beer, where he just like opens his head up and just pours it down.
He doesn't
Yeah.
do it. He doesn't do that often. He actually has like a mouth that he
Oh, yeah,
opens
that's
up and
true.
drinks.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, questions for later. We'll say that Core, you managed to. It kind of fizzles a bit and absorbs into you. And you look down to your to Jewel, I believe her name was.
Yep.
I have that
There.
list somewhere.
Yeah, it is, Joel. There. Now communication will be far easier between the two of us, I'll say.
Hello, Father. It is good to speak with you finally. I was
Yeah.
wondering if we would ever get to speak.
Yes,
And
I
I-
guess Father would. I guess Father would actually, in this instance, be a relatively
Appropriate.
relatively more appropriate term comparatively.
I know. In game, I can't understand what she's saying, but goddamn, this the voice speech she's using. You should have never taken that fucking the fucking stone or whatever you got.
Father, may I climb on your shoulder?
Yes, you may. The amount of motion in these two is just absolutely great.
She just climbed, and this is. It's a smaller wormling. It's not. She's not a full-sized wormling yet, thank goodness.
Mhm.
Because wormlings are, if I recall correctly, wormlings are medium-sized creatures. At least in this edition. Let me look this up.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say wormlings are different size compared, or depending on the dragon, but
Yeah, medium-sized.
Hmm.
So once she hits her full wormling size, she will be probably about you guys' size.
yeah, because it's like originally when they had more like because at the moment there's only like 4 different age categories, but when they actually had it more split up into each generational stage, only the largest dragons actually really had their wormling forms medium. Most of them were about the size of a cat for the first 5-10 years of life. Then of course you had the epic dragons where they hatch out of the egg and they're already the size of a horse. But that's more of a exception to the rule.
So, did anybody else want to buy anything?
We can only use one of these at a time, right? The language balls, we said.
Yes.
I have Gulpy, the goldfish. Would he speak the
Yes.
language?
He's just a plain old goldfish? Probably
Yeah.
not.
Okay.
I don't. I'll go ahead and tell you, he probably doesn't speak any languages.
Okay. I still want to buy one. I'm just
You would need.
I'm
You
just
would need
debating
the
which one I want
spell.
to bit.
Speak with
You would need the
animals.
spell speak with animals for that.
Which,
Sachi, you should buy
honest, you
for
could,
your
which
damn-
you could actually go and buy a scroll of speak with animals,
You could.
We'll get there.
because scrolls are not limited to class.
Sachi, are you sure you're
Yeah.
not going to buy the blink dog thing?
What if he's like a bad boy and I don't know
then
this?
you can take another one and forget the language and not worry about it.
That is true.
Alright, how much is it?
5 gold. It is
Hmm.
5 gold.
You think I'm just made out of money?
I think you're fine for 5 gold, yes. That's not much.
Can I take out a loan?
Alone for 5 gold.
We have our loan program.
I will make life easy and just buy it for her.
Good boy. Thank you.
There
And
you
then
are.
I want to buy a deep speech for myself.
Okay, interesting. Yep. All right, that will also be 5 gold.
10 gold.
All right, he hands you each a pearl.
But then I also want to buy one of everything and just hold on to.
You want to buy every language?
Yes.
Let me look up how many languages there are, because I actually don't know.
I get the feeling like the more rare ones you might not find her would be not as just simply in this.
Whatever you
Standard
have in that
place.
box that I don't already speak.
Let's
It's gonna
see.
be the potions all over again.
There's Aarakocra, there's Thistle, there's Alzito. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's ethnic. I'm not including that. There's Blink Dog, there's Bullywug, there's Celestial.
Holy wood.
It's a frog person.
I don't want
No.
to take any of them now. I just want to hold on to them.
Let's see. There's Deep Crow. There's Deep Speech, Draconic.
To make it easy on you, Gavin, they probably mostly just have the standard languages and maybe some of the more common exotic ones. If you
Yeah,
go to a specialist place, they might have Blink Dog, they might have all of those other languages, but to actually create these, you have to know the language in the first place.
yeah.
So, like, common, dwarvish, elvish, giant, gnomish, goblin, halfling, orc, those would be real common.
Yeah.
They might have a couple, or out of the exotic languages, Draconic would probably be the most common, Sylvan, or probably Draconic and Undercommon would be the most common. They might have an example for the extraplanar, abyssal, celestial, infernal, primordial.
Yeah. I'll say there are 12 total, so we'll say that's 5 gold each, 60 gold.
Okay.
And you can just put pearls of speech, and I'll make a list of the basic languages for you.
Okay.
As tempting as it is, I don't think Core would really care about being able to speak a language. He'd more want to read a language to be able to, like, read documents and schematics.
I think Core would prefer to genocide a language than learn it.
I am not a killbot yet.
Yeah. Technically, he's a heal bot.
Yeah, I guess. I am cleric. I just don't specialize in healing.
Now, I will say, there is a way during downtime to learn a new language, even including being able to read it. It takes about 10 weeks minus your intelligence modifier. So for Core, for example, it would take 8 weeks of downtime to learn a new language. For Farina, I think Farina's actually would cut it. It wouldn't take Farina very long. Farina would 7 weeks for Farina.
Where's these rules?
It is in Xanathar's.
Interesting.
Yep, it is very useful. Leo, you would have to take the full 10 weeks because you have an intelligence of 10.
Idiot.
For Saki, it would take eight
smart.
weeks. It would take 8. Yep.
Yahoo!
Wait, you're okay? So yeah, you're smarter than Core.
It's a me, Sachi.
You have the same modifier, but technically Core, I believe, has a 14 and you have a 15.
One time.
So it doesn't seem that way though.
I know, it doesn't seem that way. There is a difference between intelligence and wisdom, though.
Yeah, wisdom. I am probably the wisest out of everyone here.
I think Leo might be around the same level.
Mine's
He has a
20. I don't know what his is.
His is 21. So yeah.
It's easily comparable. I'm just saying, like, since I was able to get that one potion.
I think Farina is the smartest, intelligence-wise, at the party.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
my
she has a
14
17.
My 14 is just kind of along lines of, oh, that's pretty high, but
Yeah,
considering
my int is 17 and wisdom is 15.
Yeah. To be fair, I will go ahead and say, like, I can't blame you guys because the D&D parties that I'm usually in, we usually don't end up building characters with intelligence, and that's usually my dump stat as well.
Oh, I don't usually, unless I'm specifically making a character in kind of half intention of like playing him as a dumbass. I like putting a little bit into intelligence.
I at least try to get them to 10, so that at least so they don't have a negative intelligence.
Well, I had no idea what I was doing, so I just
That's
went with what seemed appropriate for the character.
Was there anything else anybody wanted to get here?
At the moment, I don't think so. Like, I'll probably think of something along the lines, but at the moment, I think I'm good.
The most important thing, is there a potion shop?
There.
No, say no, P2. Say no!
Well, you don't see a potion shop per se. However, there is one thing you do notice. There are what appear to be these machines made of metal, but also glass that have various healing potions lined in them. Out, like, in various spots around the city.
Healing potions, that boring.
And there appear to be these slots where you can insert coins into them. And they have price tags against each one.
You just saved us a lot of time.
These are potion vending machines.
Yeah, no, I'm saying you just saved a lot of time. Otherwise, you know what we.
There's no random roulette slot machine.
No, there's no. That is a Nova Sonus exclusive. You're not going to find that in every city.
I'm still recovering from that cocktail of potions I had.
So when we go back,
That was your fault.
When we go back to Kill Clonk, we can stop there too.
I love how that is you guys' favorite place to go to. We've spent like half a session in there.
I've only bought like a couple potions.
I know, you're
these
the one who
animals.
hasn't bought a lot, the rest of them.
Let's see. I've gotten.
You're the
at
one who made
least-
them cheap.
I
Yeah,
did make them cheap. That is my fault.
I've bought at least 35 of them so far.
Yeah, same. You know. Probably
Yeah,
around
you
40.
two especially have bought the most. I think Allie also bought a bunch.
Oh, I've also just given Rally like what? Probably a good 5, 6, 7, probably 10 potions with another how many that I'm planning on giving her. Oh, I probably should give her the potion that just grows an extra toe. An odd potion.
Yeah. So it looks like the regular healing potions are about 25 gold. I need to look up the list of them.
Reading up training, it's definitely more expensive, but at the same time, it's kind of along the lines of, but I want to use that for another tool.
Potion of greater healing is about 50 gold. Trying to find the list. Okay, here we go. A potion of superior healing is about 100 gold, and a potion of supreme healing is 200 gold.
How much is Supreme as opposed to Superior?
Supreme is about 10d4 plus 20.
Okay, and then Superior?
Superior is 8d4 plus 8.
Okay.
I'll take 3 superiors.
Okay, 300 gold.
I think Core said he's gonna pay for my stuff today. I think he said that. Not Core. Leo. Leo said that. Yeah.
How much gold do you have?
I have about 2,200.
Okay, I think you can afford the 300.
Not including the platinum as well.
You're
I'm gonna
fine.
say I actually don't know how much Leo has on his list. Oh, okay. I won't tell Kevin what it is, but
I feel like I can just look at it, no?
I think you do have access now that I think about it.
Yeah,
I think
we
I gave
can
everybody
roll.
access to all of them.
Just,
Might need to
just
fix that.
save me the trouble. How much do you have? How much do you have?
I got almost 2,800 gold.
Damn.
I'm gonna
Alright.
say do not metagame.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Okay, here's 300. And,
Was it 3 superior? Right?
Yeah, 3 superior. I need you to roll me 3 D100s.
what? Me?
Yes, you.
Yeah. What do I click again to do that?
Just
So there's
What do I
a
type?
dice. Yep, there's a dice on the left. There's a little dice thing. And you can just
Where's the
code
left?
in. Uh, also Matt knows a code to do it. I always forget those codes.
Yeah,
That's
you can just click on the
oh
dice. and all that,
slash R D100.
put a 3 there somewhere.
Oh yeah.
but- oh, whoops. Yeah, it's 3D100 if you like.
Well,
Mhm.
he can. I mean,
I'm
You got
gonna do
one.
it the way God intended.
You can also not just do it.
Nope, the wrong one again.
You can also just hit on the up arrow and it'll go back.
No. Okay.
Mhm.
There we go.
okay. You see, you get the first one that comes down, then the second one comes, and then the third one gets stuck.
Oh. That's bullshit.
Like, you know how a soda gets kind of like you see a snack thing kind of get stuck on the
Yeah.
window.
I'm gonna bash my fist into it and see if I can unlodge it.
Okay, roll an attack roll.
The fuck's an attack roll?
Roll a strength check. Well, just make a strength check.
Okay. Where's my... What the...
You take 1 point of damage
Damn
as you
it,
punch it, and it hurts your hand.
Leo!
You just
Turtle boy! Turtle boy!
Fine, I punch it.
Save me!
you're gonna punch it.
I guess so.
Thank you, turtle
Okay.
boy.
Do I have to use my strength or can I use an actual attack?
You can use your regular unarmed attack.
No, that's not better. So,
It's a vending machine. You hit it. And the third potion comes out.
Turtle boy, my hero!
if we keep
That's
hitting
how
it,
good
can I
my-
eventually break inside of it?
You can. I will go ahead and say you do notice some various warforged that appear to be guards that walk around. They seem to not give you any trouble because they did see you pay for 3 and you didn't. They could clearly see that, but you get the feeling if you start trying to get a bunch of free potions out of there by breaking into it, you might get arrested.
I guess we'll resist for the potions.
Does anybody else want to buy some potions for themselves?
No, well, good for now.
Yeah, I basically use all my spells to heal myself up anyways, so.
All right. All right. So what do you guys want to do now?
Well, I'd probably then head off back to the workshop to start making my new crafting the crystals into portable lights, so I don't have to constantly be asking people for a light spell.
Okay.
If any of you have questions, feel free to if any of you comrades have questions, feel free to ask, but there's things that need crafting and probably reorganizing that workspace again.
Core, are you using your crafting and reorganizing as a way to cope with the estrangement from your father?
I don't know what you mean by that, but if you're trying to insinuate that I missed my creator, the answer is no.
It's okay. We'll work through it.
I'll walk off muttering random things along the lines of, I'm not sure. I don't. Do you understand? Or actually, no. I'll actually be muttering it to Jewel. It's like, do you understand the meatbags' attachment to their these so-called parents?
You were me.
If May was with us and not narcoleptic, she would want to work through the issues.
I love how Core is just like, he doesn't understand emotions, but you guys keep trying to force these humanoid emotions on them. Hold on a second. My dog's being stupid.
You will learn to love Core, and if it's by force, then so be it.
Exactly.
Well, Core's man, remember the episode of The Simpsons where Mr. Burns like super irradiated? He's like, "I bring you love," and then
I bring you love. He brings us love. Kill it. I no longer bring you love, but hatred and malice. And time for your booster. Oh god, I now need to find clips of that.
Okay, there we go. I finally got her to stop barking. Alright, so Core, you start heading back. Did anybody want to make
Yep.
any stops before you guys head back as well?
Is there a shop that sells organic body parts that could be attached to a warforge?
Yeah, actually, yes.
That's where I'm.
There is a, there's a mechanic shop that, it is called, the shop is called the Arms Dealer.
I get it.
My
I
dog,
get it.
we're gonna go put her in the crate really quick. I'll be right back.
What's your lore again, Matt? Or no, Matt? Game? What happened? Something about your lore?
Gnomes were assholes to me, and I hate small people, basically.
Okay.
And my rat folk master took me in and taught me to be a monk and discipline and that kind of stuff.
No, but something happened last session, right?
Oh, I had a vision of my rat folk master telling me I should be nicer to people, basically.
Where is your rat folk master? Or where is he in this world?
I don't know. Right now. Probably still in my town as far as I know, but I don't really know.
Somewhere in the sewers, right?
I don't keep in touch with anybody from home, so.
So sad. Not even your brothers? Well, technically you don't have any because you're all your brothers in one person.
Back.
Welcome back.
There's this shop. It's kind of like a stand with you see a crocodile lizard folk there who's like, "Welcome to my shop. What can I do for you?"
I know a warforged that needs to become a real boy. What can we do about that?
Well, the symbiosis of humanoids and constructs is not quite within our grasp yet. Have you tried looking for fairy?
No. What is that?
There are legends of fairies turning puppets into real boys. I imagine that one could do the same if those legends are true.
Okay, I'll keep that for a note, but can you take body parts and incorporate them into a warforged? Like, could we replace his arm with an organic arm?
I do not think I have that kind of capability myself.
Can you make him love?
I have heard of people installing heart chips into their Warforged.
Do you, you and do you have that in inventory? Is that a special order?
Well, I'm an arms dealer. I deal with arms. Sometimes
See?
legs, but
You see, 5-fingered arms, 4-fingered arms, 2-fingered arms.
like yeah, he just kind of directs you to all the arms.
Large arms, small arms. I've got a discount on the ones that look like they're muscled.
Sexy arms. Just this like well-toned arm with veins and hair. But more likely you would need to talk to whoever created said Warforged about that kind of thing.
I see.
Okay. I shall do that.
Have you before we go? Do you know somebody who lives in this town by the name of Frank Flask?
Oh, the drunk? Yeah, I know him.
Hey, he is a loving father, all right? And who among us doesn't like a drink every now and then, huh?
Yeah, but he puked in the middle of the town in the fountain one day.
I mean, maybe that's how he shows his love.
They were scooping it out for a week.
A week? God damn, it's a lot of vomit.
Are your arms sentient at all, or are they just arms?
I've got a few crawling claws. And you see one mechanical arm stand up on its fingers, kind of like Thing, I think his name is, from the Addams Family.
Oh, I've never seen that show.
I want to take
From what?
4 of them and turn them into a pinwheel, so they follow me around.
Oh. Sounds
Hmm.
horrendous.
Interesting. I could probably do that. I could sell you a few for about 25 gold each.
So,
Alright, he gains you 4 arms. I can attach them together if you want.
yes.
Alright, like he makes a few attachments, and it's the arms just start cartwheeling down the cobble, down the street.
Did you just follow me?
Um,
Or have I
you
just-
notice
have I just
you
set an
notice they're
abomination
going
for
the other way. You kind of get the feeling they can't see because they don't have eyes.
You were so concerned about wondering if you could. You never thought about if you should.
Sachi,
Turtle boy.
Shut up with your intelligence. Be quiet. I'll put them on a leash for now.
Okay, you get some rope and you tie it around.
You don't sell eyes, do you?
I deal with arms. You'll have
Yes,
to go
I
to
know.
the eye shop. The eye shop.
Oh, where's the eye shop? Let's go there next.
He points to the next door.
Is that like your brother by some chance?
Ah, yes, I am the eye dealer.
Good. Each of my random arms needs an eye.
Do you want them on the palms, or do you want them like on the sides that come out?
They'll probably be stepping on their palms when they do their cartwheels, so probably on the back of their hands.
You're creating a monster, turtle boy.
Shut up.
Well, I could put it on the sides of the connection pot so that they don't spin around.
Yeah, it's fine as long as they can follow me and see where they're going.
All right,
boy.
he places these 2. That'll be about. I'll say I can do that for 25 gold.
That's fine.
He makes these eye stalks and attaches them to the middle, and they just blink.
I'm your papa. You follow me.
It blinks and starts following you.
We'll incorporate more as we go.
I don't know what to put. I don't know what you should put on that list. On your list, I'm gonna just put on the list of pets abomination.
Fits in. That's fine.
Turtle boy, you're breaking my heart.
Why?
You're going down a path I can't follow.
You will come to love him like you love Black Dog.
I have to put this so I'll remember this because this. I was not expecting this.
What?
What? That he
No, what
Okay.
would
did I
create
miss?
his own biological
Oh,
creation?
did you miss that whole thing?
Yeah, just
Uh,
5 minutes.
We have a good
Okay,
bet.
so
This is the best bet ever.
so Leo and Sachi went to this arms dealer who specializes in arms, and
Literal arms, not arms weapons.
um and so they Leo bought like 4 arms and had them attached together, and they're crawling claws so they can move around on their own, kind of like Thing from the Addams Family.
Right, right.
But since they're all 4 together, they kind of cartwheel around, and then they went to the eyes dealer next door, owned by the guy's brother, and he attached eyes in the middle, so now it has eye stalks, and now it's just this wheeling thing that follows Leo around.
Beautiful.
Okay, okay.
That is what you missed.
Nah, I was like just here and there for the last 5 minutes. So yeah.
Yeah, I've chosen to list it as abomination until Leo gives it a name.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you Core, you noticed this.
I pretend
same
not
with
to
you, Farina.
notice.
Cora, I have a son as well now. Look at him. Acknowledge him.
I pretend
kill
not to
it.
notice and head off.
Kill it!
Sachi, that's your son as well. Shut the fuck up.
Be awake,
Wait,
man.
are you
Creatures
two
following us
married?
around.
Not legally speaking. I mean, maybe one day. I don't know.
Common law, it's fine.
Okay, so you guys start heading back. Farina, was there anything you wanted to do before heading back to the workshop?
Nah, nah. Kind of
Okay.
nothing
I want to hit
on
the
him
joke
right
shop if there's time as well.
Okay.
Shop?
Yes, there's a joke
Yes,
shop.
there is a joke
Oh, the
shop
joke shop.
known as there's a joke shop known as Screw Loose. You go in and you see shelves covered in playing cards and whoopee cushions, joy buzzers and stuff like that. And popping up from behind the behind a bar, you see this a clown with curly red and green hair, a big red nose, a painted white face with black diamonds under his eyes, and wearing a purple and yellow striped uniform, though one of his arms appears to be completely mechanical. Well, hi there! Welcome to Screw Loose! My name is Snickers! How can I be of service to you?
I would like 4 joy buzzers, please.
Hey, that will be 5 copper each!
Sold.
Alright, you get 4 joy buzzers. Welcome! I haven't seen you around. Can I interest you in a squirting flower?
Go ahead, Sachi, take the flower.
I mean, if you insist.
Starts spraying you in the face with water.
Ah! Dana boy, why?
Because you called me dumb earlier, now who's fucking dumb?
I don't remember. What did I don't even remember calling you dumb.
Ah! Well, you gotta be careful what you call people. Sometimes it comes back around. Is there anything I could get for you, my dear? Perhaps a pie?
Oh, well, I do love pie.
Smacks you in the face with the pie.
Ah, why?
It's because it's fun, my dear.
Not fun for me.
He snaps his fingers and the pie disappears off your face as he casts
Oh.
prestidigitation.
Oh, well, that's fucking dope, dude.
I know. I have some magical skills of sorts. But I mean, who let the cat out of the bag?
Am I the cat in this scenario?
Of course.
Ah, I get it. This guy's good. This guy's funny. I like him.
Is there anything else I could get for you all today?
What's the funniest thing you have?
My crippling depression.
I don't want to buy that. I already have that.
That's not funny.
It's funny to
It's funny because I have to have because for me to survive it has to be funny.
Would you like us to kill you?
I would prefer not. It's not that bad.
Okay. I'm supposed to be friendly with people.
Not
Those trying to be
crippling
friendly.
then, is it?
I will say, I do miss my left arm.
There's an arms dealer right down the street. You can go buy an arm.
Well, yeah, but I want an organic arm, and he doesn't sell those. I need to find somebody who could cast Regenerate.
Good luck.
Yep, that's a 6th level spell.
Oh, it's only 6th level now?
That is, yep. I think so.
Well,
I could be wrong.
better than it used to be, at least.
It might be 7th level, actually. It is 7th level.
It's still a little bit better than it used to be. Either way, that's still 7th level, which means congratulations, you need to find basically one of the great heroes of the world.
Oh, one day I'll have my other arm. One day I can feel the sweet whipped cream of a pie on my fingers.
If Cora's there. I'm confused. Why would a meatbag want to go to a less more productive arm than compared to his mechanical and superior arm?
It's cold and it rusts a lot. I have to pour vinegar on it every so often.
Well, I have everything I
Don't
need.
worry,
I don't
Cora's
care
not
about-
there.
I don't care about your backstory anymore. I'm done.
He just randomly, it's cold and it rusts. I have to dunk it in vinegar. Who are you talking to? Oh, I'm talking to myself. Are you not interested in?
Don't you want to hear my wild and colorful backstory?
Everyone
Oh.
in town has heard his colorful and wild backstory.
I'm assuming that's the point you all leave. So eventually you guys head back to the workshop. Which at the same time, Lacus, I believe that was her name. Yeah, Lacus arrives as well, carrying some bags of groceries in her hands. Can one of you get the door, please?
Which one's Lacus again?
She's the dwarven daughter of,
Oh, of course,
Frank.
sister. Okay, yeah, of course I'll get the door. Anybody that's a relative, of course, relative of mine.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I'll try to cook you guys some stuff. I'm assuming the old man's asleep.
I think so. Dead or dead. Yeah.
You didn't eat the cheese, did you?
Of course. It was delectable. It was delightful. I saw the face of God.
Be careful about the beers you drink with him. He has some really strong dwarven ale, and well, non-dwarves aren't really super great when drinking it.
I talk shit, huh? Why, just 'cause I'm a tabaxi? You don't think tabaxis can hold their own?
I mean, if you want to, that sounds like you're asking for a drinking contest.
You're goddamn right.
Okay, fine. All right.
I've seen
I'm
this show
pretty
before.
sure
I
you've
enjoy
done
it.
really poorly at drinking, but
I can
Go
put a
ahead.
few down. So, this will be 3 rounds. You'll need, and it'll be competing Constitution saves. So,
I thought it was a
go ahead
shame.
and
That my abomination can't participate in this drink. Is there a mouth shop in the city?
potentially.
We'll get there.
Go ahead, Sachi, roll me. So,
This is gonna be the easiest competition I've ever taken a part of. Ho ho!
oh wow.
What did I say?
You both drink the first one down without any issue. Sachi, you just like that was no trouble at all. You just chugged it with one hand.
No hands.
She's already made it farther
No hands.
than the first drinking competition.
What'd you
All right, second time.
Says you already made it farther than the first time.
say? Yeah.
I know, right? All right, roll a con save.
Well, the fact you even made it
Easy.
the first time is impressive.
Yep.
Easy tough, boys.
What the heck? Okay, both of you chugged them down, but you're just like knocking them back.
There was nothing. Was that water?
All right, third round.
You can't stop me anymore. Oh
I knew it. Lacus manages to get the last one down, but Sachi, you were going through the first 2 rounds with stride, but you feel like there might be a remnants of that cheese still in you, and just all of a sudden everything comes up.
What an absolutely perfect roll. two
I know.
two nat 20s and a nat 1.
Yep.
You couldn't script that better.
I know. That's amazing.
So basically, your body was just kind of, yes, we're going at it. Please don't do it a third time. Please not a third time. And yeah, we've already given up.
There was input lag after the first 2.
So
Yeah,
if anything, probably was along the lines of Sachi basically is bragging about it, drugging down the first one, chugging down the second one, chugging down the third one, slams the mug down, stares at Lacus, and then just proceeds to like stare at her and just fall face first into the table. Just no change in expression.
Yeah, actually, I like that a lot. Yeah, Sachi, you are now drunk. I'm gonna go ahead and say you are hammered. What? Out of curiosity, what kind of drunk is Sachi?
What's that?
What kind of drunk is Sachi? Are you like an angry
This isn't
drunk,
the
a
first-
sleepy
this
drunk?
This isn't the first time she's gotten drunk too.
That's true. I feel like I'm typically happy drunk.
Are you a horny drunk? Are you?
I think she'd be she'd either be a happy drunk or like considering her normal personality, or she'd be the exact opposite of that.
I think exact opposite makes more sense, right?
Mm.
What would the exact opposite be? Like super timid?
I'd probably say almost like overly apprehensive about themselves, or like overly appraising. It's like, oh, I'm not good enough for this. Why is everyone else so good?
You guys are always so nice to me, and all I do is ruin everything. Oh,
Yeah.
why everybody? I'm sorry.
So yeah, I'd say probably those would be 2 interesting ones.
That's so. Look at me. I'm a monster. I'm cat ears.
You look cute, darling. You're precious. Let's get you upstairs to bed.
Okay, nice lady.
She takes her upstairs and puts her to bed. Kisses you on the forehead. Core, I think it's pretty, like, this is a probably middle-aged dwarven woman. Like, your father is pretty old as far as a dwarf goes. All right. Is there anything else I can do for you guys before I head back?
Not especially, but I will apologize for the attitude of my companion.
Oh, no, it's fun. Haven't been able to have a drinking contest with somebody for a while, especially since Dad is not ever sober.
Yeah, she tried a drinking contest against me several days ago. She did better than that time, but the results were about the same in the end.
I mean, Dad built you pretty sturdy when it comes to alcohol.
Yes, I've realized that already.
Well, feel free to come on by and visit the kids and stuff. We'd be happy to have you guys for dinner if you want. Maybe we can get some water into my dad.
It would probably be easier. It would probably be easier to have this city drop down into the plains and still be successful before that happens.
Don't tempt fate. We've been hearing there have been so many rumors about terrorists trying to bring the city down to the ground recently.
Oh, that's relatively new compared to when I was last here.
That is true. Yep, that is new information. Yeah, there are these, like, I guess the best way I could call them is anarchist robots that want to take over the city for themselves. I don't know.
Okay.
You might want to. I mean, you could probably look into that more if you talk with the guild hall or something like that. But I'd keep an eye out. City's not dangerous or anything, but every city has its troubles. But if you want to take a look around the city, definitely visit the Steel Beacon. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice train. Not that I've seen many other trains, but all right, I gotta head back. I'll see you later. And she leaves, leaving you, the three of you. I'd say probably at this point, Sachi is out.
Now, if you excuse me, I will go back to the workshop to begin my projects.
Before you do that, Corey,
Yep.
I need a favor from you.
What is it?
I have these 4 joy buzzers. Can you up the voltage on them so they can do some kind of damage?
I'll take a look at them. Gavin, I need you to tell me if I'm able to.
Make an Arcana roll.
I am not that good with those. So I will start.
You're good at guidance. Yep, I had a
Yep.
feeling.
Actually,
Oh wow. So using the joy buzzers, you could potentially using one of Core's gauntlets, you could potentially infuse it with the joy buzzers and give it the ability to cast Shocking Grasp.
Devin, you know what I want to do with the joy buzzers.
and
What do you
is
want to do with the joy
I have a
buzzers?
thing with 4 arms. You know what I want to do with the joy buzzers?
Oh. You could give it the ability. You figure you could attach it to the thing and give it the ability to cast Shocking Grasp,
Exactly.
which is a cantrip that is basically you grab somebody and shock them.
1 joy buzzer for each hit.
Yep. You figure, Core, that you could do that. It wouldn't take you long at all.
Yes, I believe it's possible. The construction of these is rather shoddy in the first place, but with a little bit of improvements. Then again, they weren't really built for combat in the first place, so the lack of quality is understandable. As I'm saying as I kind of hold it up in front of me and look over.
It blinks at you.
I blink back. Because I can blink now.
She can. With one eye, but
I blunk.
you blunk. So I imagine
Completely.
Core grabs the abomination and heads upstairs to the workshop.
Be gentle.
Farina, what are you wanting to do?
I really have no idea what I'm doing today, guys.
Well, if you don't have anything in particular, I could say that it is getting into the evening. So, for those of you that have to sleep, you could go ahead and sleep if you want to. And you don't have to do a watch because you have a safe place to sleep.
Yeah, don't want to just sleep, right? You know what? I'll just try to contact the goddess again. Who knows? You have anything planned?
Let me just one moment.
Should I roll religion or what?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a religion check. Oh, wow, that's a really high one. Give me just. No, that's not what I want. Nope, I don't need a campfire song. No, that's not what I want. No, that work. All right, so you start to pray, and you can feel the presence of the Raven Queen as you pray.
My goddess, what is going on? I need direction.
There is someone out there attempting to destroy the current gods and goddesses of the realm. She calls herself the Black Destruction. She is a witch that leaves a pirate crew. There are others that are working to stop her, and I am currently sending others after her, those who have more experience dealing with that kind of thing to help deal with her. So I apologize, Lorena, that our conversations have been spotty lately.
No apologies necessary, my goddess.
However, I do have an assignment for you.
As you command.
There is a group of Warforged that are causing trouble in this city. They are killing people, and they are threatening all the lives of the city. They call themselves the Blood Graspers. I need you, and potentially, if you can ask your friends to assist you, to look into them and rid the city of them.
If you wish.
If you need, I will attempt to give you more communication as you need it. Good luck. And you feel her presence fade.
Okay. Can you just type that name out again, please?
Yes, I can. The Blood Graspers.
Keep that in my bio, I guess.
We just have to. That'll be something you'll need to look into to get more information on.
You know, you keep giving me contracts that are clearly bad people.
I mean,
You
you
can,
go after those that cause injustice.
no, I mean, but the way I see it was like anyone's fair game. It doesn't matter if they're like good or not. If there's a good, if they're a good person or a bad person. The whole death cult is like, I would say, like yeah, they just outsiders of the scene. They just target random people, not
I
just
was
like
under the
the
impression it was like righteous death.
yeah, it's righteous, but in the sense that uh, I mean, the gods like they won't exactly operate on same logic as normal mortals would, right? So
So pretty much it's righteous because the goddess says so.
Okay. So I'll
sort
look
of,
into
but
that.
yeah. I mean, you can just give me like a like maybe next time you don't be like hesitant to give me contracts that are basically not
Moral
good
gray
people
zone.
or maybe not. Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay. I'll look into that. I'll prepare that for next time. But eventually I'll say that you go to sleep. Leo, was there anything you wanted to do before you go to sleep?
No, my day was pretty much accomplished. So,
Okay. You fall asleep as well. Core, you go about working on your light, and you manage to get the joy buzzers attached and up the voltage. Uh,
Yay.
as for the lights, what were you wanting to fashion them into?
Uh, probably at least one that was just like simply a pendant or something that I can wear or stick, or either like a pendant or something like on that I can stick on my head, so I don't have to hold it and still get light. And
Instead of head
then,
lantern.
well, I wouldn't want it to actually take up a spot. But if anything, it'd be maybe it's like install as a second eye. Open the eye, everything lights up.
I could say that. Well, we could say that, yeah. Um, you basically create
Granted,
kind of an eye-esque kind of thing that is
although
kind of a
I'd do it more in the forehead section for that one because I have one biological eye, and I'd be
Hmm.
considering I wouldn't want to necessarily fit just basically a light bulb into the other one at the moment.
gotcha. We'll say
And
that
then,
you put it into your forehead.
and then also, this is probably the more modern me, but be able to actually a little bit more powerful one that you have to actually hold. So similar to like my process goes straight to a lantern, but I'd probably put it in or find out a way to use it in like or not lantern, flashlight, but then
Yeah.
put it into like a bullet nose lantern or something like that.
Yeah, I'd say you make a lantern, you kind of that you basically it looks like a hooded lantern, but instead of a fire, you just have a glowing crystal. Like you kind of combine various ones to create a more powerful light that basically have the components of the light cantrip.
Good.
There you yep. And you can turn the crystals on and off, so you can turn the one on your head and on and off as you need it.
Even better. Okay,
Um,
well, that's basically my night outside of the couple hours that I require to just simply be in standby mode.
okay. You guys all eventually get to sleep. Core, you go into your standby mode for a while. Do you stay up in the workshop or do you go downstairs?
Um, I'd probably go back to where my normal spot would be, like when I was here. Uh, which would probably be downstairs.
Okay. You head downstairs where everybody is sleeping in their beds, and you see in the bed, you see one bed where your creator is sleeping, right next to your steam engine bed. He appears to be leaking out onto the floor, like his head is kind of moving down towards the floor. He's hanging off of his bed currently, and the covers are kind of all tangled up.
Nothing new there. I will continue on. I
right.
used to reposition him back into the bed. Then after several weeks, I realized how futile that effort was. He started. Well, I take that back. I realized how futile it was, and tried to fix it. But then he started to get mad at me when I used leather straps to bolt him in place. I was the first time I was actually trying to be considered on my own accord to buy two meat bags, and he was for some reason unhappy about my help. Took me it takes if I still contemplate as to why he was so mad about that.
I'll say that you. Well, that's up to you. Do you sit in the bed?
Nope.
Nope.
Like I said, I have my spot that's down watching the front door.
All right. You head downstairs, and Badger's down there. Good night, sir.
Good night, Badger.
And Badger kind of goes into sleep mode. And eventually, morning comes. Sachi, I need you to roll me a con save.
Alright, that's good.
Okay,
We take those.
you don't have as heavy of a hangover as you could have potentially had, but you still have a hangover.
Let's go!
But you wake up and your head is lightly pounding. You feel winded.
How did I drink yesterday? I didn't hurt my friends, my Nakamas.
You drank three tankards of Dwarven Fire Special. I'm surprised you made it past 2.
I feel like I was really feeling those first 2, but I don't know, something about that third one, I guess. Just, oh man.
Sachi, you smell downstairs. You smell coffee and you smell eggs.
What is that scrumptious smell that I'm smelling? I must go towards it.
As you head downstairs, you see Frank. Cooking.
Frank? Flask?
Yeah.
How the hell are you, buddy?
Roll an insight check.
Oh.
He is sober.
There's something wrong here. Why aren't you drunk? Drunk as a skunk.
I'm out of booze. That's why.
Oh, that's fair. I didn't think that was physically possible, in all honesty.
Well, considering my daughter didn't bring any extra, I'll have to go get some myself at some point.
Why do you drink so much, Frank?
Well, it tastes good. And it makes the hurt go away.
What is this hurt? What's wrong?
Just, I kind of miss my family.
I understand. I sometimes miss my family, too.
What was your family like?
It was tumultuous, to say the least. I had a father just like you, always drunk as hell, only caring about where his next drink was coming from. But he wasn't loving and sweet like you.
I appreciate it.
As for my mother, she passed when I was younger. But she always looked out for me. She always taught me that the one thing that matters more than anything in this world is dollar bills, y'all. I'm always trying to make as much money as I possibly can. Because if I have money, how can I not be happy?
Were they tabaxi like you? You seem very unusual for tabaxi.
I've been told this before. Yes, they were also tabaxi. Tabaxi, human, whatever the hell I am.
Interesting. Well, if you want to go ahead and tell your friends, breakfast should be ready in just a moment. We got some bacon and eggs and fruit and stuff.
I will go holler, sir.
All right, you head upstairs. I'm assuming you wake up Turtle Boy first.
Of course. Turtle Boy, wake up! Turtle Boy!
Don't forget to say good morning to your son too, or he'll shock the fuck out of you there.
Oh, hey, you.
His name is Armistice for now, by the way.
Armistice?
Yes.
Interesting.
Armistice.
Oh,
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
It's a play on words, or really just a play on word.
Singular word.
Core, I would say at this point you come out of your sleep mode, and you would have overheard all of the conversation between Sachi and your creator.
Yes, I would have, and none of that surprises me. Outside of the fact, the only thing that's surprising is the fact that he actually ran out of alcohol. I guess there was more empty kegs here than I thought.
Hey, Core. Do you want anything? I got oil.
You seem to be back to normal, sir. No, I'll be fine. I do regular nightly maintenance, just as you told me.
Keep it up. He definitely seems sterner when he's sober. That is something you remember. He didn't used to be as drunk when he first made you. You do remember a time where he did not get drunk very often. He seemed to get drunk more as the years went by.
Mm-hmm.
Raising some
Your
core, I can
father
only
seems
imagine.
quite different right now, I would say.
It's a rare moment where he's actually, well, straight up sober.
Yeah, he does seem like he has a bit of a hangover, but not. He seems to be taking it pretty well. I mean, dwarven constitution. I would say, you probably. I'm assuming you wake up May and then Farina,
Yes.
and you all head downstairs and for breakfast.
Are we sure May doesn't want to sleep more?
I'll probably hang out here today. Just get some. I'll watch over the pets if you need me to, Core.
Well, as of right now, I can take care of several of them myself. It's not as if we'll be expecting any type of incredible difficulties.
Well, I thought I heard something about terrorists.
My boy can handle it. He's coming with us.
He stands on two of his hands and raises the other ones and kind of waggles them about like he's boxing, like the old time boxing.
You're ready, son. That's right.
Sachi, Shredder is currently lapping up some food that Frank put down for him as well.
Shredder, can you hear my voice, boy? Oh, I thought.
Did you take that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize you did. Okay, how do I want to do this? Yeah, I hear you, Mom. I hear you, Mom.
Is that your voice? Is that truly you?
Yeah, it's me. I'm Shredder.
Uh, I can understand you. I can hear what you're saying.
Yes. Do you have treats for me, Mother?
What's your opinion? What's your opinion on the segregation of races?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, you're such a stupid good dog. Here's a treat.
I could easily see this as like a rogue or a bard just kind of being off to the side using some kind of minor magic, just like, hey, Mom, listen, over here. Yeah, give me treats. I'm Shredder.
I will say one thing that you guys, none of the rest of you speak Blink Dog, so you just hear Sachi just start barking. You just hear Sachi just like,
I feel like it's something that I wouldn't question at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, you guys know about the pearls.
Oh, right. Okay, then. Okay.
So where are you guys heading to today?
Likely the Iron Ogre Guild Hall.
Hey, one question.
Yeah.
What do you know about some group called the Blood Graspers?
Them. They're these warforged that have a malfunction. See, not all warforged are constructs that gain sentience, like Tor here. Constructs don't typically have sentience. But when they gain that sentience, then they have their own will. And often they'll become different. These in particular feel like they were in servitude and basically want revenge. And don't mind hurting people that weren't involved in what they had to go through.
Okay, and how many are there?
Last I heard, there were like 10 of them. But I don't know what they might have full numbers. I don't exactly go and deal with terrorists on a regular basis.
Yeah, no, I'm just asking. Do you have any idea? And, where would I find? Where can I ask more? I assume the guild would probably know more.
The guild would probably know more. I have heard that there's kind of an abandoned. There's an area that they've been trying to renovate, this old train yard, part of the rail system, that they've been trying to renovate recently, but blood graspers are keeping them away from being able to do any construction on there. So you might be able to find them if you hop on the train and hop off early.
Okay. Thank you. Well, bear in mind. Is there a big bounty on them, maybe perhaps?
That would be something you would have to look at the guild for.
Yeah,
I'm sure they probably have
no
some
problem. No
kind of
problem. Oh,
Well, I know Leo is happily has his own companion, his armistice, that he's, I guess, showing love towards at the moment.
It's my son.
Love how everybody else, like most of the others, have adopted these various pets, and then you're the one with the weird ones.
When the opportunity presents itself, gotta take it.
Core, what are you doing?
Hmm.
Since the others are eating at the moment.
considering I still am kind of programmed that to be wanting alcohol at this point, and not wanting to really get my creator, like, it's like, hey, he's actually sober for like the first time in a while, or at least for an extended period of time. I'm not gonna tempt him. So, yes, I will be heading out temporarily just to inquire around the area of these anarchist robots. Please continue enjoying your meal. And while
Alright.
I will be kind of doing that, I will be going to the local tavern to acquire this information.
Okay. You head over to, I'm assuming you're going to head over to a bar and tavern known as Oil Keg. You head in there, and there are just a bunch of barrels next to different tables, and there are like two different kind of machines. One that helps dispense alcohol, and the other that dispenses oil. And
I'll be going to the one that dispenses alcohol.
you
Uh,
see, it is currently run by this large four-armed robot. What can I do for you?
Dwarven fire ale, if you would.
All right. Do you want a gallon or a mug?
1 gallon sounds good.
All right, that'll be 2 silver.
I only have 2 silver on me. All the rest is in gold, so that's perfect.
All right, you hand him 2 silver, and he hands you this large barrel. He hands you this barrel, this small barrel, about the size of a milk jug, filled with this ale. And
to start
how
with,
does Core drink this?
Well, never mind. I guess my dexterity isn't. It's like, considering I'm a robot and I can just basically lock my joints in certain spots, but no. I'll probably actually ask for a smaller mug as well, like a stein. Just pour it into the stein, drink from the stein.
Okay, yep, he does that.
In the meantime, I'll kind of sit where I can hear various conversations and just kind of start with that.
All right, roll me a perception check.
I should be good with those.
I was wondering if it was going to be a natural 1.
Emphasis on should. I still got an 8. I'm just more interested in the drink.
Yeah, you're more interested in the drink. You hear some talk, just things that people are building. Like, you hear somebody talking about making a dolphin robot. And you're just like, that's weird. Why would you build a sea creature on land?
I do understand that there's a lot of eccentrics around here, like my creator, so... yes, it's weird, but it's not surprising.
Yep. But you get your ale in, and unfortunately, you can't are unable to obtain the information.
Very well. It was more of an excuse than anything, anyways.
So bad. You always roll so you get some good rolls, but then you have those low rolls.
Yep, I have the big rolls when it doesn't matter, and then the low rolls when it does.
Charm.
Yeah. I honestly, that's more of roll 20, because roll 20 can be a real butt. But eventually you head back to the house, and by that point, everybody has finished eating. So you guys, I'm assuming you guys wanted to head to the guild hall.
If there's time, I want to go to an armor and weapon store first.
Okay. That is actually Trinkets and Tronkets again.
Hate this place.
That's fine.
Huh? Hello. I am Ketzel. What can I do for you?
My son here needs some armor, so I assume 4 bracers. It'd be okay.
The eye on the kettle kind of zooms in, zooms out. I can get you some bracers if you would like.
That'll probably work.
Let me look up what bracers would be. There's not like an individual. I'll say, let's see, what is armor usually?
Individual
or gauntlets
bracer
if
is
it's bad,
probably
whatever.
about less than a gold or 2.
Yeah, I'll say 5 silver for each bracer.
Okay. I also need a gun. Do you have guns?
The killer, right?
No.
He pulls out a pistol and points it like this.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, we have guns.
I need one of those 2, and the bullets go with it.
All right, that will be 25 gold.
Okay. I'll give you 30 because you're so pretty.
Thank you. Just a little bit of steam comes out as if blushing. And you get a gun, and I'll say about 50 rounds. Or 50 bullets, rather.
I'm gonna put the armor and the loaded gun in the hands of my son and let it go.
Oh, you give the gun to the son?
Exactly.
Okay.
You don't want to give it a gun for each hand or whatever?
No, it needs to walk, obviously.
It kind of, because it's now holding a gun in one of its hands, it can't really cartwheel.
That's fine. He'll keep up.
It kind of moves to the side and kind of uses the other 3 arms to kind of walk.
I think you need to add a 5th arm. If it's running out of arms, means you need to add more arms.
Corbett, I'd be wrong. That's very efficient sounding.
Yeah, because when I look at that abomination, I think, yeah, more arms. That's what it's missing.
Then let's go back to the arms dealer. Arms dealer.
Okay, you have the arms dealer. Hey, what can I get? Oh, welcome back. What can I get you?
Hey, you're a smart guy. What is the optimum amount of arms that should be on my son?
You can never have too many arms, I always say. I think you could probably add like 2 more arms.
Then let's add 2 more arms.
All right. He adds 2 sidearms. That'll be 50 gold.
Okay.
He adds 2 sidearms, kind of adjusts them in the same kind of area as the eye stalks. So now it can cartwheel, but it also has arms to hold things.
Alright, son. You got a gun and you're quick. You're good.
Yep. He's got a gun in one arm.
Shocking grasp and 4 others.
Yep, and it gives you a thumbs up. Ding!
Don't forget, wait, when you need to reload, come talk to me. Or come get me.
It kind of nods its eye stalks. But yeah, now it can cartwheel and it kind of follows after you.
We can carry on with our day now.
I love it, but this is all so stupid. But I do love how stupid it is. How does Sachi feel about this?
I hate it. Everything. Literally everything about this.
You will come to love your son. It's fine.
I pray for its death every waking moment of my life.
Build stats for this thing.
Armistice, don't you love Sachi?
I'll make stats for the next session. Farina
Did he
and
add to it
Core,
now?
how do you both feel about this thing?
What did he add to it now?
He added 2 more arms, as well as bracers to each of the 4 spinning arms, and it now can hold a gun.
I'm just simply impressed that there's actually a meat bag that has a little bit more of a understanding that just because they have 2 arms doesn't mean 2 arms is automatically better.
Six arms is clearly
Um,
superior. Had no other body parts. Besides
Marina, how do you feel about all of this? I'm curious.
All of you.
Just the whole abomination.
No, all of you.
But wait, did you say you hate all of them, or
No, I don't hate them, but they're still freaks.
fair?
What a horrible day to have eyes.
It kind of looks at you, and it gives you a thumbs up, Sachi.
I hate you.
He loves you, Sachi. Just love him.
I hate you.
Actually, it puts down the gun and puts its two side hands together to make that heart shape.
No! You're all hands. You don't even have a brain.
Sachi, don't offend him. He has a gun.
He cocks the pistol. Anyway, I'm assuming after that is done, you guys head to the guild hall.
That's fine.
Yeah, that sounds okay.
Like I said, I'm impressed with all this, but yes.
Eventually, I would say, Core, you lead them to this large building that appears to be a former warship that has been decommissioned and turned into this guild hall. You see this guild symbol on the outside, painted on the side, that appears to be an ogre flexing with one arm and carrying a rifle in the other. And you see various warforged and autognomes and dwarves and gnomes sitting at different tables talking with one another. You see there's kind of a staircase that leads into the lower deck. There are about 3 different decks. And you walk in, and there are to the side various job postings similar to your guild hall back in Novastone. And you see one in particular, very tall warforged that stands at about 8 feet tall. Very bulky, with weirdly enough, a head that looks like a bear's head. With glowing yellow eyes, and he has 2 smokestacks coming out of his back. And he kind of looks over to you all and walks over to you. Hello there. Welcome to the Iron Ogre Guild Hall. How can I be of service to you? I am the Guild Master, Iron Claw.
Remind me again what the name of the old guild that we were part of. What was that name?
Griffin Blade.
Griffin Blade. And what I'm sorry, I zoned out. What's happening?
You guys have just entered the Iron Ogre Guild Hall, which is a decommissioned warship. There are a bunch of warforged and autognomes and dwarves and gnomes. And the guild master appears to be this large 8-foot tall warforged with a bear head with glowing yellow eyes and 2 smokestacks coming out of his back.
Well, I do humbly present myself as the leader of Gryffindor thing. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance, other leader of a place that I also am of.
Oh, you all are from Silverstrings Guild.
Yeah, sure.
Welcome to Mechanus.
Howdy.
He kind of looks you all over. Well, feel free to look on job postings if you need anything. Friend of Silverstrong's is a friend of mine. I don't know why I went Southern at the end there.
What about an enemy of Silverstrong's? Is that an enemy of yours?
Yes.
Oh, well, it's a good thing I'm not an enemy, huh?
Yep, good thing. You know what?
Why?
I'd have to kill you.
Oh, that'd be bad.
Yep.
Huh.
Very bad. I wish I remembered more of the quote of what we were going for, but I know I think you figured out that I was doing that too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That'd be bad. How bad? I have to kill you. That's bad.
What are you doing? What am I doing? Nothing. Nothing. Spoil my friends.
My
Spoil your
plans?
friends? Well, are you? No. Good. That's good because that'd be bad. How bad? I have to kill you. That's bad. Something like that.
Yeah. I always ask whenever I'm DMing my other group, I go, "What are you doing? What are we doing? Thwarting my plans? Thwarting your plans? Are you? Yes. I'm gonna kill
Yeah.
you."
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I love it. I was watching the Home for Infinite Losers series earlier, actually.
Mhm.
But yeah, he kind of points you out to this job posting, and Farina, you do see a bounty for the Blood Graspers, which is about 10,000 gold.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Oh, you interested in those fucking Blood Graspers?
Yes, tell me more about them.
They're warforged that didn't see the need of listening to humans or even working with them.
I think I know Warforged just like that.
Unfortunately, we Warforged, even though we're different and have our own sentience, we try to at least work with humanoids.
How do you feel about fathers, Mr. Warforged person?
Well, I was created, so I don't exactly have a father.
I mean,
I have a
technically
creator.
speaking, that is your father, though, in the most technical sense.
Well, I was also built by a woman, so
Oh, well, mother. Tomato, tomato. I don't judge.
could a mother not be a father?
Technically speaking.
You've given me much to think.
Anyway, so how many would you reckon there are, and where?
There are 10 of them about near the abandoned train station. If you can clear them out, the city will probably reward you even more so than that bounty. They've been trying to get in there for a while.
How many?
10 of them.
There's just ice 10 Warforges?
Yes.
Jesus.
They can be pretty strong too, so I'd be careful going in
there. Yeah, no shit. Look at this Warforged next to us. This guy's buff as hell. He's been carrying our team.
Now I'm imagining Kor just has all of you on his back. Actually, now I'm imagining you guys all combining like Voltron. Like, Kor ends up being the shell on the back or the shield.
No, I would be the torso and then just jab one limb into each of them and control them that way.
You have I'm trying to think who would be the hands and who would be the feet.
And we already
I
have
guess-
the hands.
Yeah, I guess Leo and May would be the feet, and then Sachi and Farina would be the hands. And Kor will form the head.
But of course. Would you trust any of the biological individuals to actually be able to logicate?
I mean, technically, as far as fighting goes, like hand-to-hand combat, Leo is the expert there.
That's
That's why he would be a hand, because then I could have my hand attack with other hands.
I support that plan.
Okay, then that means one of. I had said Sachi and Farina would be the feet. I would say probably that means Sachi has to be one of the feet.
Oh yay.
Oh, don't
Well,
worry, you'd be a pretty little foot.
well, Farina's the one that uses guns and daggers, so she'd be the weapon side, while Leo would be the shield side.
Makes sense to me.
You put Jewel on your. Jewel becomes a helmet for your head. Anyway, is there anything else you needed to know?
Who's paying this bounty anyway?
That would be the mayor of the city.
And is the mayor also Warforge?
No.
Ah, why not?
We tried. There was a Warforged that tried to win the election at one point, but they did not win.
I nominate our Warforge as mayor.
I mean, you're free to do that. You're free to
I
do that
suddenly
for
look
about 10
over.
years.
What?
The election is not for a number of more years, so
10 years?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez Christ.
it doesn't happen often. Usually, council members will each leader of each city is one of the council members on the larger council, the Council of 13.
Are you sure you didn't look at the calendar wrong and the election isn't coming up? Wink wink.
How would I control the election timing?
I don't know. Just kinda hoping. Guess not then.
Well, the other way for somebody to become a council member is if said council member who was elected dies.
Oh! Well, that'd be terrible if somebody died.
Roll me a deception check. He's gonna roll insight.
My deception is buff AF.
Yep. 20.
Yeah, good luck.
Well, I got an 18 on the die, but I doubt he would have super high enough insight. Yeah, no, I think you would still beat him no matter what.
Yeah.
He would have had to get a crit to beat you.
Like I said, it would be terrible if somebody died.
Absolutely terrible.
Core, he looks to you. Your friend scares me.
I prefer to consider more as a compatriot.
Okay, your compatriot scares me.
Yes, that I completely understand. Out of all the meatbags that I have run into, she is definitely the most unique. I am learning much from her.
Are you a tabaxi? You look kind of weird.
What the hell? What do you mean I look weird?
Well, most tabaxi look more like cats.
Yeah, well, you know, I had a mother as a cat and a father as a human, and then they pushed their meaty bits together, and then I pooped out.
Or is writing notes.
So now Core believes that humans poop each other out.
Well, I probably don't believe it in general, but as for her, it's like, this is why she's so unique.
Well, hang on. Roll deception, Sachi. You believe her.
Like I said, when it comes to normal humans, dwarves, I probably understand that enough.
Yeah.
At least more to the point that it's not just like what she said, but as for her being so unique and informative, That would make sense. Why all of a sudden that she is so unique and informative.
Sachi, I would say that you had a human mother and a tabaxi father.
That's fair.
Just because D&D usually, as far as kids go, they're usually the same race as the mother.
Fair enough with me.
So, and you're with how human you are, you're closer. You're just half tabaxi. You're considered tabaxi because it's easier on me, but
Or you're just a mutant tabaxi.
you're. Na, 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 na. Who am I to judge? I have a bare head.
Me too.
All right, well, if you guys need anything from us, feel free to let me know and I'll be happy to help you.
Turtle Boy, did you hear what he said about the mayor? And then we can get new elections if he dies.
Yes, I already have the plan in my head. You don't gotta talk anymore.
Listen to me, Turtle Boy! We have to kill the mayor!
You have to shut the fuck up.
What are you guys doing at this point?
We have a mission, don't we?
Yep, you got your heading. Wait, I'm heading.
Is there a tattoo artist?
There is.
I want to get me and my son.
Turtle Boy, you know, we're getting matching tattoos, right, Turtle Boy?
If you want to, you can come with us. That's fine.
Okay. You guys head over to this tattoo artist. It is a Dwergar. It is which are deep dwarves that come from the Underdark.
Basically, they're black-skinned, white-haired dwarves.
Yeah, it has very obsidian skin and white hair.
And normally they have a perchance for being naturally evil.
Yep.
Normally. I don't know in this one.
This one has a white beard and a white mohawk. Hey, what can I do for you?
I want to get the original guild symbol and this new guild symbol on an arm, just so we've done jobs for them. And then if my son wants them, he can get them as well.
He looks down at your son. Okay, I think I can do that. Did you want a regular tattoo or a magic tattoo?
What does the magic one do?
So there are a bunch of magic tattoos, which tend to be attunement tattoos. Let me find the there's a list of them. So there are some tattoos that are absorbing tattoos, which basically gives you resistance to a damage type. There is an illuminator's tattoo, which basically allows you to write from your fingertip. Ink kind of comes out of your fingertip. There's the life well tattoo that basically gives you resistance to necrotic damage, and if you would go down to 0 hit points, you would drop to 1 hit point instead. There's the masquerade tattoo, which allows you to cast disguise self. There's the spell rot tattoo, which allows you to inscribe a spell into your tattoo. However, once you cast that spell, it's gone, and you have to get a new tattoo in order to use it again. There's the barrier tattoo that allows you to, if you're not wearing armor, it gives you a certain armor class.
Would that benefit me in any way?
Probably not, because you already have higher AC than what they can give you.
That's what I figured.
I'm not wearing armor.
I thought you are wearing armor.
Okay.
You
So,
have studded leather armor.
okay.
Um,
Like, what type of armor is like?
so there's and these tattoos are different sizes, so they take up a certain amount of your body. The most common, the smallest barrier tattoo gives you an AC of 12 plus your dexterity bonus. Um, the barrier tattoo gives you medium one gives you 15 plus your dexterity modifier, but it is a maximum of 2. And then the largest one gives you an armor class of 18. So you have a higher AC with your current armor than what those could give you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
There's
Got
a
it.
focus band tattoo. Is what you said.
Yeah, it is called the Lifewell tattoo.
How,
Um,
how much, my good sir?
hmm, let's see, that one. So, let me see how much. So it's very rare. So how much? It takes up 2 limbs, or the chest, or upper back.
Incredibly, will you still love me, even if I'm all tatted up?
Yeah, sure. I want to put life well on my son.
Incredible, you were talking about me!
We'll get to you. You can do it too. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about you in a bit. Let's talk about me.
Um, it would probably be about 500 for that specific type of tattoo.
300.
100. Ooh.
400.
350.
400.
351.
350. I'll get the Loch Ness monster. I'll let him go.
360.
Fine.
All right. 360 gold.
I will also take
Um,
that deal, thank you.
all right. Are you both taking that tattoo? Are you both? I'm assuming you're giving the life well to your son,
Yes.
Leo,
Monster,
and then
yes.
all right. So he gets his. What is the design that he's put on? What kind of design does your son get?
We'll do. He gets his parents. He gets me and Sachi.
No, I don't want that. I don't want my face anywhere near that disgusting creature.
Well, it's not your decision. To be quiet.
You see on one arm, he puts them on the 2 side arms. One arm has the Leo, and the other arm has Satu.
I hate this.
Does he approve? Does Zarbus approve?
He gives you a double thumbs up.
Okay, that's all that matters.
Where do you want the tattoo, Sachi, and what do you want it to look like?
I'll take it actually, I'll take it on my upper chest,
Okay.
and I want Frank Flask as my tattoo.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So every time Cor looks at me, he'll see his father.
Oh my goodness.
Sachi, is that the best decision?
Shut up.
Because I don't want to look at that.
Well, too bad. You're gonna look at a drunken, dwarven elf on my chest.
Okay.
Yeah. In the end, it'll just mean that Cor will not be looking at you as much.
Oh. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Me?
Yes.
For what?
You're getting a tattoo on your chest.
Oh, God. So that's what Sachi looks like without clothes. This is the first time I have seen this.
He does take her to the back.
I'm
For
a
privacy.
lady, my good sir.
Yeah, he tattoos on your chest, and this includes like closer to your cleavage area. now have an image of Frank Flask on your chest.
You think isn't he gorgeous? It's your papa.
How many times
So-
must I say it? I do not have a father.
Let me check. Let me make sure that you don't have too many attunements at the moment.
It's, what was it, 3, I think it was?
Yes, it's 3. Okay, I know you have the Rhythm Maker's drum. Yeah, you don't have any other attunements.
I didn't think I had
Because
that.
Boots of Elvenkind don't require attunement.
What is my? I don't even remember what my drums do.
It basically it gives you a higher spell save DC and a higher spell attack bonus. And also let's see what else to do. Oh, you can play the drum and regain 1 use of your bardic inspiration feature
Oh,
as an
handy.
action.
I should remember that.
Yep. That basically that'll it's good to use when you that basically encourages you to use your bardic inspiration a bit more. But I will add Lifewell Tattoo. That is a second attunement slot, so you have 1 more. But yeah, eventually, probably it takes about an hour. Sachi comes out with this picture of Frank Flask on her chest.
I'm beautiful.
I'm not expecting that today.
Actually, I'll start writing. It's like the intricacies of the one meat bag known as Sachi further interest me even further. For whatever reason, she has decided to get a tattoo of my creator on her chest. She's apparently made a very strong connection with him in the last 12 hours, enough to permanently scar her own body with ink of my creator. I'm unable to process as to the reason why this has suddenly happened, but I will continue contemplating this as the days go by.
And the funny thing is, well, I mean, you can unattune to that at any point, but it'll still be on. Hang on, I actually need to check if that disappears if you unattune to it.
Probably
Otherwise, you
Oh.
it's magical ink. Oh yeah. So basically, if your attunement to the tattoo ends, the tattoo vanishes and the needle reappears in your space.
So if I use it, then it disappears. What you're saying?
No, if you decide that you want to attune to a different item, let's say you have
Oh, I
3
see.
attunement slots and you decide, I want to attune to this instead of this, you can basically just unattune to it and the tattoo will disappear.
Yeah,
I'd sooner die than give her to Frank Flask.
the ink basically expels itself from your body and puts itself nicely in a little ink well next to you.
Is the Eldritch Claw tattoo an option?
Yes, it is. I was gonna get to that one.
Is that one that
I had a
need
feeling
to,
you'd be
Is
interested.
that one that I need to recharge, or is that like just like a 1-day usage kind of thing, or does that like a player has that one?
So the magical strikes happens all the time. Like that one,
Which I think I get
and
as a
you
monk
get to
anyway
have,
next level, which doesn't necessarily matter. But
it does also add a +1 bonus to your attack and damage rolls with them.
now is that a permanent tattoo? There was that one that I have to reapply every. X amount of time,
That
or
one isn't
whatever?
that one is attunement, so
Right.
so long as you keep it attuned, it stays.
Okay, sold.
You also, as a bonus action, you can empower the tattoo for 1 minute, and for the duration, each of your melee attacks with a weapon or an unarmed strike can reach a target up to 15 feet away from you.
Sold.
And you deal an extra 1d6 force damage on a hit.
What was I paying?
And that's a once per day kind of thing.
Okay.
Let me make sure that you don't have full. I don't think
I know I
you've
have the
got-
belt. I don't know what else I have.
Let
That's
me
a
take a
team
look.
wise.
Before we end the session, by the way, I want to see what Frank Flask's opinion of the tattoo is.
Gotcha. Yeah, we are probably going to end it pretty soon. I'm trying to remember if I decided to make the basilisk gauntlets attunement. I don't. I'm gonna say yes because of the special ability that they have. I think that's all you have though.
So this would be on the third.
I am not seeing any. Oh no, you have the Dragonhide belt, so you have 2. So this would be your last attunement.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, I will add it to your sheet.
I have yet to have even a single attunement item.
You
Is that
not?
is that
Wow.
360 or can I have a discount for being a multi-purchase customer?
I'll say he. Let me see what is the rarity of this one.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it's
only have.
uncommon. This one would only cost you probably about 50 gold.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I only have 3 permanent magic items at the moment: Mr. Bubbles, my Cloak of Many Fashions, and my Pearl of Speech. Granted, my Warhammer's magic, but that's because I make it magic.
So for the coverage of this one, since it's uncommon, it takes up half a limb or the scalp.
Okay, we'll just do my upper arm, and we'll, matching with my son. So
Is it? What do you? Are you getting it just a picture of yourself, or are you just getting a picture of your son?
yeah, the exact same design I gave my son, myself, and her.
You're gonna put Sachi on your arm?
Yes, I put my son there too. We'll put all 3 of us, the whole family.
That way
Okay.
he can, that way as he flex, he can make Sachi like dance. Hey, look, I can make Sachi dance. Whee!
minus leave out her tattoo on the detail there. Leave that part off.
I was gonna say if you add that
I don't
that
need a miniature Frank Flash tattoo.
no, I was gonna say if you add that, that's gonna give her hope of love. I'm
think
only
she's-
adding the I'm only adding the +1 to your unarmed attacks because the Basilisk gauntlets are technically a weapon attack.
That's fine.
But you basically, so yeah, so you'll have to differentiate between the two. But you can punch really well.
Yes, farther away.
Yep.
You added the bracer of the daggers to me, but how does it count as an attack?
So bracer of flying daggers. Let me look that up really quick. No, it's the flying. What is it called? Bracer of flying daggers.
Bracer of flying daggers. Yeah, I mean, you added it to my inventory, but like, if I want to use it in battle, like, what?
So as an action, you can pull up the 2 magical daggers from the bracer and immediately hurl them, making a ranged attack with each dagger. So basically, you get 2 attacks with daggers.
Okay, and the daggers are just normal daggers, or like I can change them or what?
They're technically considered magical daggers, so they overcome resistance to like non-magical damage, but they don't get like any extra damage.
Yeah, there's a good chunk of monsters that just simply say that they're immune to physical damage type, except for magical weapons. Magical weapons will let you bypass it.
Like if you fight,
but like, what's their damage then?
it is a D4 plus your dexterity modifier. That would be, I believe that's like D4 plus 6.
So yeah, so same as the daggers I currently have, but
Yeah, they're basically the exact same as the daggers, but you can throw 2 of them at the same time.
okay, but
And-
I'm just like
and they're
wondering, like,
unlimited.
if I get better daggers, can I switch the?
I'm gonna say you won't, because it specifically has its own daggers that you can pull out. You can't like
Okay,
give it
yeah.
better daggers.
Okay.
Now if you have other daggers, you're free to, if you want to get more powerful daggers later on, like you can totally use them. But
No problem.
this also gives you more attacks than a regular rogue would get. Plus, you still get sneak attack anyways. It will only apply to one of them, but that's still pretty good.
Yeah, okay.
Plus, if you use an offhand dagger attack, you can basically use 3 daggers on a turn.
Yeah.
So basically, you have. Well, actually, no. Leo can get more attacks than you because he can use Flurry of Blows. But you're pretty
Yeah.
close.
One of the two things that monks are actually known for is amount of account attacks and unarmed attacks.
So, did anybody else want to get a tattoo?
At the moment,
Mm.
probably not.
You don't want to get a tattoo, Core, of your father?
Why would I want to get a tattoo of my creator?
It'd make him happy.
Why would that make him happy? After all, for whatever reason, there's already a tattoo of him on you. Why would it make any difference if there was a second tattoo?
You know, one says one is ever enough.
Because it's weird when Sachi does it, but if you do it, it's a sign of love.
There you go.
How is a sign of love supposed to do anything? What exactly is a sign of love?
I don't know, but your father would like it.
Ugh. I am just going to stop trying to correct you people.
Think. Well, we'll say at this point, you guys head back to the workshop. Really quick to get some lunch. Frank is still there, and he does surprisingly still appear to be sober. And Lacus is also there. Probably her being there is probably the reason why he is not drunk yet. Because she's probably preventing him from finding any drinks.
Look at me! Frank, look upon me! Look at my new tattoo!
Oh, that's so sweet. That's nice.
It's you!
I know, I see it. That's cute. Thank you, Sachi. I love it.
I'm so happy about that, Frank Flask.
He gives you a hug.
Oh.
Which he is shorter than you, so like it is probably around your waist, but
Perv! That's
well,
okay.
he's about like 4. He's probably just under 5 foot.
It's fine. You get a pass this time, Frank Flask.
You get a pass because I got a tattoo of you above my breasts.
I think that's probably where we're gonna end the session for tonight. And next time, you guys can do some investigating.
Yay!
And some killing.
My son needs to give it his first word, or we gotta get all that, yeah.
Yeah. And also, before certain someone asks, no, you do not level up.
Oh.
I knew it.
Wait, what was he gonna ask?
Do we level up? I mean,
Oh.
No, you just leveled
Sachi
up a couple.
But Sachi just got a tattoo. I mean, that has to be enough experience for us to level up.
No.
Con saving throw too.
No,
I mean,
you do not level up.
And I mean, I rolled like what, 3, 4 rolls? Oh no, wait, I rolled a few more in there than just 4. That means I get to level 3, 4 times, right? That's how it works.
That's how it works.
No. No, in fact, you leveled down.
Oh.
Go back to level 4.
Can I eat the blood of my victims in order to make sure that I eat the blood of my victims and sacrifice them to one of the lords of demonkind to make sure that I can keep my levels?
You don't worship demons.
I don't, but I could.
I think you might lose your cleric powers if you do that.
Well, then I'll just have to find a new demon. Then I'll just have to start worshiping a demon, and I'll be perfectly fine again.
It's called being a warlock. Which I don't think you can actually do. You don't have the charisma for.
I have a charisma of 10, thank you very much.
You have to have a charisma of 13 to be multi-class into a warlock, sir.
Well, then I'll just have to be a wise warlock.
I know Sachi could definitely be a warlock, because she definitely
Hey.
has enough charisma for that.
I don't even know what that means.
It's
It means a
It-
warlock is a class that makes pacts with big, bad, powerful things. Well, it doesn't even have to be bad, just big, powerful things that will grant you limited spell casting and a number of other little things, other features.
Yeah, that sounds pretty great.
The three most common things that you can make a contract with are demons/devils, angels, and what's effectively Cthulhu.
there's also Archfey, which are basically like
But no one cares about them.
there's also Hexblades, which is basically a talking weapon that you can use your charisma for damage.
Oh, I like that. I want that at some point.
Yeah, my paladin actually has one level in warlock just so that she can get that charisma to her attack and weapon damage, and she has like 10, 12. I think she has 13 strength, just enough so that she doesn't have to get any penalties from some of the armor, and then just a bunch into charisma.
Maybe Kevin will talk about it at some point. We'll find you a talking sword or something.
That'd be lovely. What I've always wanted.
Yeah, you can have an argument with the sword to see who's louder.
All right. Thank you to our listeners for listening to us.
Actually works this time. So.
Yep. I don't know how many people actually watch this, but
I know you got
we
friends
hope
that
you
sit
enjoyed
there,
our
so that's fine.
stream, and we look forward to seeing you guys next time.
Don't worry, someone's always listening to us.
Probably Allie.
Probably.
Probably the U.S. government.
Oh no.
Hi.
The NSA is so concerned.
No.
Maybe
There.
Anyway.
me and Kevin will be concerned about that.
Talk to you guys later then.
See you.
All right.
GG's.